you can't like detain 3,000 people a day without discrimination. You
Also,
like,
this is in Florida. This is
Florida.
not across the Atlantic. This is not in some we don't know what place
South Dakota.
this is. This is in Florida. This is where you
hot as
probably
hell.
done retreated at some point.
This is where y'all been looking for GTA 6 to come out at.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode 22 of the Jam. It's JJ, AB, Allen, and Matt, the way it always is.
The way it always
Man, that's the
is.
first time I've
22.
22. That's the first time I've done a completely like normal intro in like multiple weeks now. How y'all been?
It feel good, man.
good,
Feeling
bro.
great, you know. Shannon.
Got too much to talk about.
We done had a week and a half, and we're not even done yet. So much stuff is happening behind the scenes. Before we get into all of that, I don't think that they've liked or subscribed yet.
Have they liked us?
There's one thing before we even get into that.
Uh-huh.
Why aren't y'all using the hashtag JaamTalks in this comment? I know I told y'all to use the hashtag.
He did.
Didn't I tell them?
We
you told
specifically, it's pinned on our Instagram.
He did. He did.
I told y'all.
For the people that are watching our Instagram, we have a specific post on Instagram that got the Jam Talks hashtag on it. If you want to put comments with Jam Talks, go underneath there.
Yeah, if you want us to read it, put hashtag Jam Talk.
So we can see your comment. We can
And then
talk
where
about
can
it.
they find the podcast?
Where can they find us?
You could really find it
on what?
on YouTube,
Uh-huh.
on TikTok, on Instagram, on SoundCloud. Oh,
On SoundCloud.
On Acast, yeah. On Prime, on iHeart, on
Pocket Cast.
Pocket Cast,
On
yeah.
Pocket Cast.
What'd you just say?
Wait, hold on. What?
Coming soon.
Everywhere else that's in the link tree. Not
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Yo.
But this week we have another jam-packed episode. As always, we're gonna get into gatekeeping.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? We're gonna figure out. We're gonna get into Jerry Lorenzo, fear of God, and when profitability dilutes a message.
You kind of cooked with that.
Hold on, let me
Then
take
we go. Then we gonna go ahead and get into Clipse. We're gonna get into Jackboys, discussions about that.
Two
Then
albums.
We're gonna move right into our doom, where we have a special guest who we're going to be interviewing, which we have not said nothing about before right
haven't.
now.
Oh my God.
Last minute, in the last second, Congressman Maxwell Frost
Yes,
will
sir.
be joining us today.
The boy Maxwell.
Also, create a jam moving up in the world.
What happened to the boat?
But we're going to be talking to him about Alligator Alcatraz, and then we're going to move right into why all the ops are
Ops.
Yup.
and why y'all weak-willed can't stand on what y'all was standing on 1 month ago.
Oh, God.
After that, we're going to get into some comments. I believe we have like one or two that we're going to
Yeah,
respond to.
Comments.
And then then y'all gonna have to wait till next week. So before we get there, lock in, like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit.
What?
JJ.
It's not even.
But it's not even next week. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Y'all gotta wait 2 weeks.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're taking a week off.
The first week
Take a week
off.
off.
The first week off.
for that.
The second week off.
Well, no, remember
we had
did
an
that.
evergreen episode.
That's what I'm saying. So technically, it's
To them,
The
It's
first week with
yeah.
actual episode.
Yeah.
But
where can they find us?
Say if y'all just wait and be patient, we got a surprise.
True, we do
But
have
if
a
y'all
surprise.
want to see the surprise, what are the personals?
What's the where can they find
Where
us
can
if they
they
missing
find
us
us
the
all?
week that we not here?
in jam format, you can find me on J William J.
You know what I mean?
Or J William J8 on every platform.
Yeah, nah, I mean jam format.
We got AB the artist
Yeah,
on
nah,
every
I mean,
platform.
Every
Yes, sir.
platform.
SohoStudios.co.
You know
But
what
if
I
you
mean?
want to see some fly shit, go to It's Allen.
It's Allen on
Yeah,
the
nah,
and Matt.
And you know
Definitely.
you can find me at What You On Matt live on Twitch. Yeah.
That's
So we will
WYO Matt. Yes, sir.
I know, bro. Don't even get me started on the YO.
YO Matt.
But if y'all want to keep up with us in our week off, please go tune into the personals. Before we get further with anything that happens,
No,
in
y'all
this
screaming
studio,
at us already.
I know the same person leaving the comment, despite the fact that we do it every week without fail.
Same person.
Same person,
Yo, shout
bro.
out to
Let's get into the fit checks, man. We
Yeah,
can
nah,
start in
man.
jam
JJ,
format.
give us the
What?
Why is
new?
Is that
Yeah.
You know, that shit throwing me off.
We
Like,
done
I'm just-
upgraded in the world. We got a new
Pillow and Maxwell Frost?
Where the budget? Nigga, I'm about to throw this pillow.
Yo.
W. Let's get in the jam format real quick. So, you know, I had the penny loafers that's been featured in like 10% of episodes.
That's
Something
right.
like that. The DD's jeans, veil, you know, pano jeans.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with them.
Can't go wrong.
The rude shirt that's made an appearance.
he
You know
getting
what I'm
money.
saying?
Getting
With the chain and
chain,
with the
chain
Nah,
on chain, 3 stack chain.
I actually like the gold chains with the silver.
Yeah,
That's
you know
hard.
that.
hard.
So
I'm
there's
vibing with it.
actually thinking behind it because you know the solid one. This is just gold, and then this is like the gold and that. So then they kind of like radiant.
mix.
You know? It
That's
matches
hard.
radiant.
Really-
Yeah, it's a gradient up there.
It's really good mixing metals. Like the fact you did it. It's hard.
I never fucked with him until like recently. But then shirt, all this same default belt, but you know,
Call.
That's all.
Oh, what you feeling, Abe?
Abe.
What you feeling, Abe?
Nah, I was in the parking lot. I was like,
You know what I'm saying? Your boy got the watch on the rear.
with the blue, with the blue,
With the blue
face.
dial, you feel me? I think I'm cripping today. Hold on.
The jam is not affiliated.
Not affiliated.
No, we're not. We are civilians. We are
Please,
that have grown up in the suburbs
do not
of Illinois. Please.
I wear glass.
Okay, we got the Beffy's. I think it's Bethy's or Beffy's Beauty Supply Union Jordan 1s on the feet.
Fire.
You feel me?
Tough.
Fire.
These
they're like
bitches hard.
baseball seams.
Hell
They
yeah.
do.
These are actually I think these are supposed to represent like braids. Because the person that made this, she's like
Beauty supply.
Beauty supply. Beffy's Beauty Supply, yeah. So
That's
like the braids.
fire.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's actually
hard.
crazy. I need all the use.
Black
So
people
So we
do
got
it the best.
the blue sweatpants. You feel me? Got the flare of dude.
Yeah,
The flare
nah.
of
The
dude.
unzip of
Hey,
dude.
hey,
Damn, I know a trap.
Unzip of dude.
I
We'll get into the drop. We can't say nothing.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Got the ice cream shirt of hell. You know,
Ice cream shirt
God.
of hell.
with
Can
the
y'all
studs on the
sponsor
shirt.
He's sponsored.
Sponsor.
Oh, bullshit.
What do we do?
And then the coach, new coach.
New coach. Coach, you bullshit.
Abe getting money.
Abe getting
And then got the little chain.
W.
Okay,
Hard.
3.
I know what you. Oh,
Huh? So I got
What'd he
we
say?
got the Supreme belts on the feet. Got the Jorts on.
Jorts on it.
Yes,
We got the
sir.
veil hoodie. Hold on.
Veil. Yeah.
Hell on
Chains
it.
on the
Ooh,
neck.
chains on
What's
the
on the-
neck.
Earrings.
That's
royalty.
Supreme on her feet. Duh.
You
Supreme
fed
on
me,
her
and
feet.
then
What you wearing?
you know you got the. We not gonna say whose shoes the but y'all know.
Y'all know.
You got the desert boots on. You fed me. Got the Subies. I felt like the last fit I wore these with y'all know if anybody been following, I've actually not worn anything like the same since we started the pod. 22 weeks. I don't know how
Really?
it's possible.
Yeah,
I don't know how
that's
it's
Like
possible.
you mean like fit wise?
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
read
yeah, that's
different
what I'm
pieces.
saying.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure this is one of the only. I think this is one of the
worn
only
these.
times I've worn. Yeah, I've worn these once. This is one of the only pants I have that I've worn twice.
Yeah.
But it's because I thought the fit I had on with these was so weak last time. So I had to rewear
Workshop
them. Fit
them.
me.
You cut
Yeah.
them.
Oh yeah. Then I cut them. I opened
Did
them
cut
up.
That's hard. I like
Yeah,
that.
made them flare.
Don't be afraid to experiment
Hell
with
yeah.
your
I'll
clothes.
start with your
bro.
clothes for sure.
That shit tough.
You flared him out. You fed me. Got the chains on. Got the what's the brand of this shirt?
No
again?
peace.
No peace.
That's
Yeah.
tough.
Shout out No Peace for
shit
sending
hard.
your boy the shirt.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then AB
The
gave
hoodie
me
on.
one on some shit.
I should have made you give me one of them.
I know, no, it's
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
It's just
That's
the sleeves a little long. I'm looking
Yeah.
like a clan member, but I'm gonna cut him. I'm gonna cut him. I'm gonna cut him. It is on sleeves.
That's what came to mind.
That's crazy.
But I'm gonna cut him in.
No peace for some clan shit.
Written.
No, you did mention yeah.
Written.
Written. But let's catch up with the Jam fam. So what has happened in
I know,
our
what's
lives?
new? What's news?
We've had a nut week. Before we get into the news surrounding everything, so life has been changing faster
Rapidly.
than y'all could like
Yeah.
understand, than we can understand.
Jesus Christ.
This is ridiculous, especially to happen in your 20s. We were cooling like for like a year before this. None of this shit was like in order. We were in like different places, even
I was working
headspace
at
wise.
Amazon.
Yeah, and before that, yeah, I'm
I
about to
was
say
fucking
even
stocking shelves and
even
shit.
prior to that, the summer prior to that, everything was not like
Yeah.
in line to be here right now. So we've
Right.
gone from that to the last week, like 2 days ago or a day ago, we met, got to go to a concert and got to interview after Ray Vaughn, who was just on
Like,
XXL.
we're not
He's
talking
making
about like
waves.
Ray
TV.
Vaughn.
He can rap.
is like,
Nigga
bro, like we're talking about somebody that wasn't on XXL like a year ago, 2 years,
I said
2
that.
years ago,
like
3
last week.
last week.
It got announced like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Matt and Avi watched his freestyle like last week.
Like last
Yeah.
week.
And
I posted a clip, bro. I posted a clip. I'm pretty sure on my page right now. I have a clip of when I reacted to him, and then I have the interview. And it's only because I posted the clip late.
Yeah.
That was a week ago. I reacted to the clip. I was not even a week ago. Maybe like 4 days ago. I reacted to the clip. I'm like, oh, he hard. This shit crazy.
Nigga,
Then
we interviewing
that
the
video is
Yeah.
a interview with me interviewing him.
it was so high speed that the nigga posted the clip and it was still on his Instagram stories last 24 hours.
Yeah.
It was still on his Instagram
the story
by the time we met, filmed with
there,
the
yeah.
dude and like recording everything, it was still on his
It was
story.
that night before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
y'all sent it in the group chat. I was like, damn, who is this? And then I saw under it said TDE Presents. And I was like,
So
Yeah.
I want to ask y'all because so the way it happened was his manager seen AB's reaction to the XXL freestyle and was like, "Oh, I seen y'all in Chicago. Y'all should pull up." First of all, crazy as hell. Thank you
crazy
for that.
Miko, really
Yeah.
appreciate
Shout
you,
out
bro.
Miko.
Shout out
Real,
to you, bro.
Real
Shout out
shit.
Miko.
Shout out Miko and
Real
everyone on
nigga.
TDE who made that possible. What was it like?
We can curse now, right?
Yeah, we've already. It's already
I've been cussing this whole time.
Yeah, okay.
Since we
Yeah, it's
started.
already-
I've been trying.
What
Real
was
nigga.
it like for y'all? Because me and AB have met. We've never met like a rapper like Ray Vaughn before. We just
Yeah.
did. We just was clicked up with L Streets and Shauna, which was also cool.
That
as
was
fuck.
actually
Yeah.
crazy. Too.
So we're just now starting to like meet rappers and shit, which is nuts,
Yeah.
mind
Which
you.
was
Nuts.
Just nuts, mind you.
You know.
But like y'all have not experienced something like that, like
Shit
in your
take
personal capacity. What was it?
Shit hang myself.
I was saying
Shit
to
hang
myself. I definitely like. I had to turn on during the interview. I had to turn on like, okay, Matt, we're on stream. If I didn't, I would have pissed myself right there.
I will say.
Nigga, we were in the interview,
shit
bro.
right there.
I was so nervous. I was interviewing him. AB was hitting me. He was like, bro, he's like, Alan, the mic. I'm like, what is he talking about? I was like, I got the mic. And he was like, Alan, the mic. I'm like, oh, I don't got it to the I was like, oh, I'm switched off.
I think y'all both did that initially because
Initially, I did. I had to-
and I was like, give him the mic.
Yeah, I had to give it to him. Yeah.
He did say, give him the mic.
Give it a mic. Switched off.
And then
Switched
the
off.
moment he did that, I got in the moment and then like actually realized, I'm like, oh shit, I'm interviewing this nigga, bro.
I
This is
think
crazy.
I think what's so cool, and we talk about this dynamic all the time, right? I think what's so cool about what we do and just like the format is, one, we've all been friends / fucking brothers for years, right? But it's like, and we've all done the content shit since we were young and shit the same
Yeah.
way, right? But it's like, you see AB and JJ, like y'all are at different levels, obviously, with it. But it's like, it's that growth that we're having now.
Yeah.
It's like, I just hit 4K on Instagram. Like,
insane.
This
Clap it up
nigga-
for Matt.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Nigga, last year I had 200 followers around this time, nigga.
and now you're at 4K.
Yeah, but
And
it's
you're like,
crazy.
Just on one
Wait,
platform.
That's-
What is the
and that's just on
YouTube
one
video
platform.
on?
Yeah,
What is
the
the
YouTube video that just blew up. Like it's so many, it's so much shit where it's like, it's so cool to be able to grow and do this shit, like have that come up. Like I remember being there for both of y'all fucking come ups when shit was happening. We was all screaming on the phone and shit. Oh my God, nigga.
Yeah.
It's so
I
cool to
remember
be here,
that.
bro, and just be grinding, growing my niggas, bro.
And I
That's
will
just
say,
crazy,
I will say that's one thing that I love about like our dynamic and our podcast in the sense that like nobody can really say that niggas don't deserve to like be there because you can literally like watch it happen because we've all been doing content shit for
we
so
all got
long.
10 years in this shit.
Because you can watch it. I watched both of them in real time. Like start and be like, all right, cool. Let's see how we gonna get into this. And then you can see like, all right, now we're performing. Lock in.
Yeah.
And the
No,
question
right.
just flies. The conversation starts flying. It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
no,
we
the
do
niggas-
this
niggas
shit.
actually-
Also,
Yeah, we do
like,
this
that's
shit.
so
Also,
crazy.
it was hella people
Everyone was
around.
around.
No, I'm gonna be so. That's another thing we not talking about.
Everybody was just staring at it. Like,
Bro, I remember
it was
I
just
was
nerve-wracking.
interviewing. It was a group of girls, just 1,000-yard stare. I'm like, stop looking at me.
Yeah, it was wicked. So it was also it was just nerve wracking, but it's
Yeah.
so cool.
But
we got
exactly,
we got
so fire.
when I
Hell
tell you
yeah.
we got
That
we
nigga
got
Ray
there,
Vaughn
we
is
had a good
something serious.
He a
time.
cool ass dude.
He
And the
cool.
nigga
And
funny,
funny
as
as
shit.
hell, bro.
I think Ray
Funny
Vaughn's
shit.
funny as hell when he was performing his album and everything. He rapped about some real shit. Wordplay
Yeah.
was crazy. Afterwards, he was super chill, down earth. He was greeting everybody.
Literally
at the,
everybody.
I told them
Walked
when we
in.
walked in, I was like, I will never forget it. For when he does eventually go on to like, well, because he's very talented.
He's going to blow.
We show up to the show and he greeted us at the front door, and I was like, oh, that's super cool, because like I know his manager invited us out here. Probably like, no, he was standing there greeting everybody at the front door as soon as they walked in to see him perform, and I'm like, that's cool as fuck.
Hell yeah.
That's genuinely cool as fuck. That's like that's humble as shit. That's down to earth.
Hell yeah.
It was really cool seeing
Showing
that.
love.
Overall, the
Immediately
energy during
when
the
we walked
interview
in,
was nice.
Immediately when we walked in, he dapped us all up like, so
So nice. It was so surreal, like watching it, because I'm like, damn, we're really watching like the
star being born.
about to be here.
Yes.
It's
I
been
was
a
like,
minute
he's
since I've
gonna be
been
on stage
super.
with like Kendrick.
It's been a minute since I've been impressed by like super impressed by like XXL, like someone straight out of
for
there.
sure. Yeah.
And I was gonna say I don't want to like disrespect Ian because I
would have
but that freestyle, that freestyle comparison when I heard,
I hate again.
I want to see him do some shit with Nino.
Like a
for
dare.
sure.
yeah, I definitely want to see him do some shit with Nino.
I feel like if
that'd
there
be
was
cool.
one other rapper, right? I would say my highest
that
rapper
would
that I
be
was,
tough.
bro, the highest rapper that I was fucking excited to see on that Double XL was Nino.
Nino paid.
If there's one rapper I want him to do some shit with, it gotta be Ray Vaughn. They gotta do something.
and they can
We
rap.
gotta do it.
And they both talk about real shit, bro.
Yeah,
They do
that's
a lot
the
of
shit they
shit.
talk
Like,
about.
yeah, that shit dope.
That's the one thing that I
hard,
appreciate, and that's the reason why I did appreciate getting to meet him is because he kind of like represents the rap version of a lot of what we're trying to do in the same way, kind of like keeping that real,
Yeah, that
there.
real,
'Cause a lot of
authentic,
niggas,
genuine
that's
self.
in our industry too. A lot of niggas get into podcasting and then they just say stupid shit.
Start saying stupid shit.
We'll talk about some of those.
Yeah,
people.
we
We don't talk about that. No cap. Written.
But that was our week. On top of a million other things that are going on that y'all figure out about shortly. But something else that happened this week was that the show that has made its way into our show, Love Island, finally wrapped up.
True.
America's favorite girl.
Y'all gotta
Amaya
put me on
Maya
what happened.
Papai.
Yeah.
She won?
Yeah,
Yes.
she did. She ended up winning. I knew she was going to win because one, everybody in these show, she wears her heart on her sleeve. Like, okay, but I knew she was gonna win though. I'm actually, if anybody was deserving of winning, I think it was her.
For sure.
I think it was her. I think her and Brian's connection was great. I think it was amazing. I think
carried
Nick and
Brian.
Alandria,
She carried Brian. She put up fucking Shay numbers.
I think Alandria and I think it was fucking insane. I forgot we could curse now. I think it's fucking insane that Shelly and Ace got voted off before
And Huda and
before
Chris.
Huda and them.
Oh, we gotta talk about that
we
moment.
gotta talk about that,
Bro,
shit,
the
gang.
shit with Huda and Chris was insane.
Yeah,
Like,
that-
the tension, I'm gonna tell y'all, right? The tension was already crazy between the two of them because they was already like arguing constantly. So then for the last episode, you had a private date with your couple. So they had a private date like in the water. It would like look nice as
Mind
hell.
you, before this private date, when the private date gets announced, even though they hadn't been talking for real. Chris and Huda, y'all going on a private date. Let's go. He's screaming. He running across the villa, jumping on Huda, all types of shit, just geeking.
Yeah.
Tell him what happened.
And then I'm gonna give you another context. The night before, they had got into an argument in the bed because he wasn't trying to like wake up.
He wasn't
she was
trying
like,
to
wake
And
up,
they-
wake
She
up.
was trying to cuddle. He was like, she was trying to get cuddled, and he was not trying to cuddle.
And he like the macho man of, I don't play by my, I don't play by my sleep.
I don't play by my sleep.
I don't play by grown man like that.
I don't play by my
I was
sweetheart.
about to say something I can't say on it.
Like,
Yeah.
Wait, so,
I was saying, remind me.
wait, so he what?
yeah,
The nigga-
it's stupid.
So he didn't want to cuddle.
So he didn't want to
wanna
cuddle.
cuddle.
All this shit was hella
So-
stuff. They go to the little sit down in the water. They go to the sit down thing, right? They get to talking, everything cool. They get to eating. They get to talking about their differences and problems and shit. Basically, long story short, it ends up going foul. Huda, he basically ends up like gaslighting Huda. In my opinion, I feel like he gaslit Huda because from 2 episodes, from 2 episodes ago, you didn't fuck with Huda. He was already, he had literally already been like, I'm clocked out of this relationship. She was like, what do you mean by clocked out? He was like, oh, you always want to break some shit up. What else was clocked out of a relationship?
he was already-
mean, my nigga?
Yeah,
What
you
talking
clock-
And
about?
then
you
on
always
top
wanna
of
break
it,
some
bro,
shit up.
The
Clocked out?
parents that
What are
came.
you talking about?
The parents that came, and he was looking at his parents. He was like, so what y'all think? Like, he was looking for them to say some shit. And when they did it, he was like,
Oh, I'm very
I gotta
surprised.
make it up now. Oh.
Because, bro, he didn't fuck with her.
He didn't fuck with her.
So-
So, at the dinner, you want to say it?
Yeah, I see that. So
you
the
say it, you say it,
tension
you
was
say it.
already crazy. So they were talking, and then like Matt was saying, he was damn near gaslighting her because he was in a position to like He was being pussy. He didn't want to break it off. So he's like, hey, it's up to you. We can be friends or not.
Like, we know because we're niggas.
Exactly.
We've done this shit before. I've done this shit before where I'm like,
bro,
what
you
you
know
want to do?
It's such a tough decision. If you want to make the decision,
Go right ahead.
I'm not clearing that. The reason I'm not clearing that is because there is some real left of this generation. Niggas been through multiple year relationships where it's harder to be like, yeah, I'm gonna make the right decision here. But you can still make it. You're on Love Island. Stop bullshit.
And that's the shit we was talking about
Be
last
straight up.
episode. Where these niggas can't be honest.
Yeah, you want to be pussy.
Yeah.
You pussy.
Okay.
You want to be pussy.
So then
And
they
those
say
are
that
the people that they left on the show and took Ace and
Gang.
Come on, gang.
He
Bro.
ends up.
Niggas arguing all day. You gonna leave them there?
He ends up. They end up breaking it off. Huda breaks it off. She says, let's be friends.
In the last episode?
Yes. He says, okay, cool. Do you know what this nigga does? They're in a pond. They're in a sit down dinner in the middle of the lake, like not a deep lake, but a pond. The nigga gets up and leaves her. And gets up and walks away from her.
In the middle of the day,
And then the nigga walks away. He comes back. Huda is bawling her eyes out. He comes, looks, 1,000-yard stare, no expression.
What you crying for?
Why are you crying? What are you crying
Why
for?
you crying?
Why are you crying for? And then he was like, well, you made the decision. Why are you crying? And I was like,
no,
I have
this
never
has to
been-
be on the producer's part or
Gang,
some
I'm a
shit, bro. There's no way.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I ain't never been so infuriated.
that's not the
Because
worst.
even in okay, she cut it off, whatever. Even in that, as a man, as a grown 6'8" fucking man, what else did he do, Alan?
As he says that after, she walks up, they're about to both leave. She's like, hey, like, can you pick me up? Like, I don't want to walk.
He
'Cause
picked
of
her up the
course.
first time, mind you.
Yeah, picked her up the first time to
It's
go
water.
there. She has heels on. She don't want to walk in bare feet.
Right.
Obvious.
Simple.
He's like, he looks at her.
There's no fucking.
I don't want to carry you.
I'm not picking.
Then he turns around and walks away
Turns around, walks away,
and
leaves
left
her.
her.
Oh, that's a bitch ass nigga.
Bro,
No, I was like that.
Stop it.
That's a
Me
bitch
and
ass.
I don't
Matt
give a
were
fuck.
in
I don't
there
give a fuck
for
how-
fucking
nigga,
nothing.
6'8" for nothing.
for nothing.
6'8" for goddamn
Get
nothing.
you a 5'6" nigga.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And the shit that was blowing me, right, was because me and Matt was both like, oh my God. Because we expected this nigga Chris to be like a real ass
Have
nigga
some
from
class.
jump.
This is the thing, right?
You break it
I don't
off
back
with
up what
somebody,
Huda
at
is.
least be
Here's the thing.
respectful.
I don't give a fuck who Huda is, what she did. Okay, is Huda the greatest person? No, she should have been voted off a long fucking time ago. But be respectful as a man, bro.
You're still on
You're
TV.
on TV. You're on Love
disrespect
Island
like
as a
that.
man, bro. You
Yeah.
disrespect. You make somebody. You humiliate somebody on live TV.
Just for your pride.
Trying to be Aaron Yeager.
Trying to be Aaron
Fucking
Yeager.
1,000. Why are you crying?
Well, you crying.
What's a father?
What's up, father?
Pick her up. The fuck is wrong with you?
That blew me too, bro.
What's a father? You're trying to be deep and shit.
I knew he was on bullshit because he was talking to her. He was like, how you gonna talk to a grown man like that? What are you saying?
Wait, he said that to her?
Bro, yes.
And then you're not acting like a grown man. Though.
I will
You
say
gonna-
that she
Was she disrespecting?
Yeah, she was like, she was poking the nigga when she was sleeping. She was like, I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to turn around and cuddle me.
Okay, see.
First, wait.
Okay.
That was the request? You bullshit.
Nigga,
Huda, we were.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
nigga, you're bullshit.
Bro, that's literally all.
You're on
I'm
Love
like,
Island and a woman to you on that show says you have 3 seconds to turn around and cuddle me and you bullshitting?
JJ, you know what it is? That's how you know he not about that fucking bread. You must have been weak overseas. You not about that bread.
don't
If you
want that.
tell me
You
to
don't
cuddle
want that 100K.
and you saying
No,
it's
no, no.
100K, I'm sitting back like a good bitch.
Y'all can work it out after the show. After the camera cuts off.
good.
Yeah.
Damn, we not
We're
really fucking with
bullshit.
each other. Okay, y'all got 50K each.
Listen.
Something. You over here talking about, I don't want to carry you. What's the father?
What's the father? His ass.
Huda, if you would
Damn,
love to get
man.
on the jam, we have open space.
We
for you.
got
We do.
open.
We can really have a nice talk about Love Island.
And I was gonna say, let us not be confused, right? Because I was gonna say, not necessarily about Huda, because we've said, and Matt said multiple times, that Huda has been trash. Probably should be voted out before. It's not necessarily about that, because a lot of people like to, oh, you're gonna fold immediately because someone like Huda.
BBLS.
No, we're not RG3 type people.
We're not. Yeah.
We not RG3.
Not RG3.
We are not RG3. I'm
Or Paul Pierce.
Or
Nigga.
Paul Pierce.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Who we want to go in on first?
Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce? Okay.
It's rolling in my brain.
So-
That nigga ain't been right since the Celtics, nigga. Keep it real.
He's been mentally checked out.
Keep it a bean.
Switched off since the Celtics. What
Switched
happened with
off.
Paul Pierce?
So let's read it, right? Paul Pierce says black men in America need to date women from overseas because women in the U.S. do not have the same values. They're not shaking ass on Instagram all day. Nigga, shut the fuck up. First of all, he was just in a scandal with having bitches twerking up behind him on live.
On live.
He got caught on live.
On live, caught him.
Bro, it be,
Had a whole
you know what
scandal
be
behind
be
that.
switched
What?
off about these niggas. Y'all, you know, because you know what he means, though.
Yes.
You
know
know
what he means.
exactly what
That's
he
that
means.
passport
Ghetto loud
It don't-
ratchet
I was
black
gonna say,
woman.
I was
That's
ghetto
why
loud
you need
ratchet
to go
black-
get you a Colombian.
Yeah.
Shut
up.
It's
Shut
that,
up.
It's that
Shut the fuck
passport
up.
bro shit. And I pray to God, every person who does that shit, they run your shit up for a visa.
Oh, nigga. On 40 them Colombians don't give a fuck
They don't give a
about you,
fuck
nigga.
about
Hell
you.
no.
They know,
You're not
nigga, they know
fair.
you're a basketball player. That's what it is.
What's the
I
word?
thought basketball.
And you lose your shit.
The
You
fuck
black,
outta
you
here.
black, I
Bullshit.
never,
Next
you
thing
black.
you know, you got your head cut off and shit. Come on.
Nigga, you
Stupid
You're
ass.
about to be on live leaks by morning.
Live-
Tongue's about to be on your head, nigga.
Because they know. They coming over here to get our women. Nah.
Okay. First of all, one, stop commodifying fucking women, you weird ass niggas.
Weird ass
Two,
niggas.
you don't even believe what the fuck you're saying because every rap nigga that y'all think that y'all just like be talking about, I need something foreign, you niggas fetishize that shit already. It's not because of the values of American women.
Right.
See, what values of American women are we talking about?
Nigga, when your
There's
dick-
one universal woman value in America for all millions of them?
Nigga.
Shut your dumb ass up.
Nigga, when your dick get hard and you in that club and all them girls twerking and that black woman walk up on you, you think Paul Pierce gonna say no? No.
No.
Because that's all you are anyway.
No.
All you doing is like you said, commodifying a woman in general.
Yeah.
So when it get down to the nitty gritty and you horny as shit anyways, you gonna sit your dumb ass there, do it, and then you have one good night in fucking Ibiza. Next thing you know these women on the western side. Shut the fuck up.
Any nigga who's telling you that you should not
bullshit.
date a black woman, you need to date someone foreign, does not have any principle. So why am I to understand that you
don't.
stand
Fuck
on your
outta here.
principle of
Nigga,
not
you
dating
60.
black women?
You have a racial-
When
Hey,
that
That nigga like
about?
50.
Yeah.
You 50?
Nigga, worry about your grandchildren. These niggas got their fucking priorities, man.
The majority of the time when these people say that type of shit, they're like heavy in that club culture anyway. So it's like you're not even looking for somebody to settle down with.
Ain't nobody fuck with you. They see you as a basketball. I'm so sorry. When are we gonna like?
They see you as a
They see you as a fucking basketball or a football. RG3. What the fuck did he say too?
RG3, okay.
what
No.
did he say?
RG3,
Lame man.
Let me tell you, no. Because RG3 shit, and then we gotta keep moving.
Yeah.
RG3 shit is a little bit more serious.
Yeah, no, because this is like
Because
times
this
12.
is times 12,
This
and
is-
you been doing this shit, my
Paul Pierce is the nigga who watch academics.
Yeah.
And then like RG3 is academics.
I wouldn't even say that.
Real
Paul
shit.
Pierce is the nigga that just says shit. He don't even watch academics. He just gonna say some shit.
Yeah, he just
RG3 is a nigga that's gonna click up with academics and actually
Yeah,
do some shit.
he'll be in the video.
And let me tell you why. This nigga RG3. First of all, Shaq already threatened to slap your weak ass.
Written.
RG3,
Written.
bro,
Nigga.
niggas really used to, I literally said it. When I was growing up, bro, RG3 in my household was sermon, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, no, real
Yeah.
shit, bro, because he was like, black QBs was
Who's
not
RG3?
like that, huh?
Who's RG3?
RG3 is a football player, former football player. Right now, I think he do like broadcasting now.
Yeah,
but
like, right.
former football player, QB. He played for the Commanders when they was the other
Redskins.
team. Yeah. He was good, but he just was injury prone. Then he had a really bad injury, and he kind of never recovered from that shit. Right. RG3 though, my nigga was like that nigga when I was growing
Yeah,
up. It was
everybody
him
was screaming RG3.
It was him,
Yeah.
fucking Teddy Bridgewater, like all of these niggas.
Damn.
Like these was niggas that I just knew because my dad was
y'all
like,
like
these
them.
is black QBs.
Yeah. It was the white man job for a long time.
Yeah.
All right.
And now
And then the
RG3.
nigga fell off the face of the earth the last time I seen him. Coon shit.
Yeah. But what it is this, right? He realized that's the only way he can get clicks. He realized that's the only way his Twitter
Yeah.
busting, all types of shit. And he be
Engagement
having his white woman. Yeah,
White
I was
woman.
gonna say way worse than that.
Yeah.
He be having his white woman in the background just watching him and
Nah,
while he
nigga,
doing all this shit.
She be
That's-
on the shit just
He-
like
nigga,
That's ridiculous.
While he's talking
Talking
about
down
Angel
about-
Reese, while he's talking about all these, bro, he's reposting posts of Angel Reese like being depicted as like called a monkey and all of these things.
The minstrel shit.
Yes.
too.
Yup.
Oh,
You did tell me
the nigga made a whole message.
I got the quote right here. If you want to read it.
You want me to read? All right, man, hold on.
Read that motherfucker.
I'm gonna read it real quick.
Read that motherfucker.
All right, this has got to stop. There's no place for racism in this world. Whether you like a player or not, Angel Reese should never be called or depicted as a monkey. I have been quiet on the Angel Reese front because she shared a video that aided in my wife, kids, and family and friends receiving death threats, threats of physical harm to my family and friends, and threats of sexual violence to my children on social media and beyond. That will never be okay with me. I never attacked her or her family when I stated and backed up with clear basketball evidence that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. It's sports. Everybody won't like each other. People in Angel's inner circle called me and told me I was right, and Angel has grown to hate Caitlin Clark because the media always asking her about Caitlin being consistently compared to her. Some people made it about race, but I never did and never will. Instead of becoming a villain in anyone's story, I decided to just not. All that being said, Angel Reese or any black man or woman should never be called or depicted as a monkey ever. Stop it. If you hate Angel Reese because she's black, you have a problem. If you hate Angel Reese because you're Caitlin Clark fan, don't turn it racial. There should be no space for racism in this world.
Before
Look at these fucking reposts. Why is these reposting that?
Before we go, this is about
He
the 2K
He
cover.
reposted that.
Angel-
He said all of that, then reposted a monkey on a 2K cover.
Angel Reese
Got put on
is
the-
on the new 2K26 cover, right? And some of these racist people were taking her photo and like making it a monkey type shit, right? That's what that post is about. Why the fuck are you saying, hey guys, racism isn't allowed, and then the last paragraph after this bitch ass dissertation is, oh yeah, just if you don't fuck with Caitlyn or this or that, like, bro.
What are you saying?
All of that
Don't be
middle
racist.
shit,
What are you
Mike,
saying?
it
all of
matters
that middle
what you
shit
was
did not
saying.
have to
All
be
of that
there.
shit
It did
didn't have
not.
to be there.
Yeah.
And then you
justify-
reposted the picture.
You wanna know what he said?
It got 4,000 reposts.
You want to know what he said in that? You want to know what he said in that statement? Hey guys, racism is bad, but also the racism that I propagate against Angel Reese is justified because you made my family feel unsafe. But y'all shouldn't do it. Here's that racist shit again.
That's genuinely what
You might as well shut the fuck up and not type
shut the
that.
fuck up.
You don't condone
Shut your
racism.
dumb ass
Fuck out of here.
I'm just confirming basketball-wise that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. Yeah, two players somewhere have a rivalry, but it just so happens to be you niggas who happen to be the Rocket Raccoon ass niggas who are doubling, tripling down on the racism that has been like apparent from the Caitlin Clark fan base, despite the fact that, oh yeah, by basketball XYZ, Caitlin Clark doing some bullshit right now.
Caitlin Clark
and
getting her
Angel
ass
Reese is
whooped.
on the
Did
cover
she
of
just
2K
get injured?
deservedly.
Nigga, Caitlin Clark got like 11% in the last 6 games, nigga. Caitlin Clark getting
bro,
her ass.
And how many games
Angel
are in the
Reese-
WNBA 16?
It's like 16 games.
God damn.
What the fuck you say?
Nigga, she has like for 3-point percent. I'm pretty sure her percentage is like 11% right now. She's been playing like historically bad.
And we're talking about Angel Reese can't get a rebound.
Angel Reese has been getting hella defensive
Angel Reese
rebounds.
has the most defensive rebounds in the league. But it's me bounds,
In
but
the
it's
fact-
this, but it's
this was
that.
her-
The
But
last,
fuck out
the
of here.
last,
on
the
the
last what?
2K.
5 games. Angel Reese, 22 points, 19 points, 15 points, 22 points, 16. She's going fucking off right now, and none of these
Insane.
niggas got anything to say.
Insane. She's been averaging, not averaging, but she's been like blicking double doubles damn near
Yeah,
every game.
if
And
it's
they
just
made a
the,
monkey
if
cover.
it's just the sport, everyone gonna hate everyone. Then why the fuck is RG3 not? Man, the sport of basketball, Angel Reese going
not,
crazy
bro.
right now.
Caitlin Clark doing some bullshit.
You're only trying to stop with a weak ass wrist. Yo, shitty ass fan base that is saying racist things about Angel Reese. We're not talking about the game of basketball.
We're not.
Because about the game of basketball, we talking about the game of basketball, right?
Yeah.
It's never been about.
It's never been about the fucking
Niggas
game of
just
basketball.
are too pussy and can't stand on that. You just don't like Angel
That's
Reese.
a
Yeah.
stand
Stand on
what
it,
it
whole
is.
ass
Stand on
nigga.
it, bro.
That's
Just
Some
foreshadowing
tight
and a
ass
half.
fucking braids.
stand on
When
it.
I seen them
Foreshadowing
braids,
and a
I'm
half.
like, yeah.
Being too
Shadow
pussy
of
to stand on it.
He got braids still? Did he cut it off?
I don't know what
Nigga,
the fuck.
fuck
I don't
you.
give a
Fuck,
fuck.
you have CTE, nigga. Going to the next. Going to another nigga with CTE major. Maybe, bro.
But finally, this has been a longer banter segment.
Yeah, but we had to
got a lot
get
of
that
We
out.
stuff.
had to get that off. We had to
What?
get that off, bro. What are we talking about?
Finally, switching sports. We didn't talk about basketball and football. Let's talk about some baseball real quick. Got to sprinkle it in there every so often. MLB just had their All-Star weekend. It was in Atlanta. It went pretty cool. They had their home run derby. Cal Raleigh, the nigga who I said Big Dumper, the one that's his nickname. Everyone's
His
talking
nickname
about.
is Big Dumper.
He's actually, for some reason, it's unheard of because he's a catcher. Catchers in baseball aren't supposed to hit like super good. This nigga, I think they said that he has 38 home runs this season before the All-Star break. Mind you, hitting 40 in an entire season is ridiculous.
Yeah.
He has 38 halfway through, and the last player to do that was like Barry Bonds. Who's like, he had 39.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he won the home run derby.
Of course. Yeah.
And then he won the home run
What
derby.
was that? You were saying
What is like? I think all of them on.
Someone hit a 500 for a home run. I think it was, what's it called? O'Neal Cruz. He's on the Pittsburgh Pirates.
500
He's
foot.
hit the fastest hit home run like ever. He hit like 122 miles an hour. Because this nigga
Off the bat?
Yes. In a real game. Yeah. He did that like a few weeks ago. They put him in a home run derby. He hit one 513.
Nigga, if that's a comebacker, you might as well just end your career.
He will end.
That's with a wooden bat, correct?
Yeah, with a wooden bat.
513 with a wooden bat.
Explain the difference with wooden bats.
So me and Matt talked about it a while ago. He had asked me, he was like, so if how far they be hitting home runs in the MLB with like wooden bats? And I was like, yeah, they've hit like multiple 500 for them. It's rare, but people hit it 500 feet. And it was like, how far do you think it would go with a metal bat?
Shit.
Because in high school and
700.
college, for those of y'all who don't know, when you play baseball in Little League, like high school and college, they use metal bats. It's not till you play professionally that they use wood bats. Metal bats make that bitch go farther than. Well, I said someone would hit it 700 feet if they had a metal bat. This nigga hit it 513 with a wood bat.
Nigga, you would see it hit the bat and just go straight like that. You wouldn't even know where it went.
You're not
go.
telling me that.
All-Star, and I'm pretty
Crazy.
sure for the last couple seasons at least, All-Star Weekend has had more like viewership than like the All-Star Weekends for the NBA and for the NFL because just the way they structure it.
Yeah, bro,
the way
ours
they
are
do
so
it.
dog shit.
Yeah, so the National League plays the American League. Those are the two like leagues, like I guess big divisions in baseball. National League ended up winning. At the end, they had a little home run derby because it ended in a tie. There was hella shit that happened. PCA made it as a starter. He got a double like in his first at bat. PCA of Doom.
Yeah.
Kyle Tucker was there too from the Cubs.
Yeah.
He made a sliding catch in like
Pay
the
that
first
man.
inning. Pay that man. Pay both of these.
Please
Yeah.
pay those
Please
men.
sign PCA.
Overall,
Sign
we
that
talked
for a
briefly. That nigga Aroldis Chapman. He's this dude. He's
Cuban
from
missile.
Cuba. Yeah, he's
Cuban
from Cuba.
missile.
He throws like 100-something miles an hour and has been for like 15 years now. He made the All-Star game
No
again.
Tommy John. Fucking insane.
No Tommy
That
John.
nigga got
No arm
blasted in the
surgery.
head, got a plate in his shit.
Damn, I never
Came
told
back.
you. I'll finish off with this story.
And still throwing
and
100.
then we'll move on past MLB. They did have a good weekend. The Cubs are still in first place, but it's close between us and second place. So
we gotta go to the fucking crosstown joint.
yeah, we got
Have
to. But finally, Aroldis Chapman, the nigga who throws like super hard. It was back in like 2013. He came up with the Cincinnati Reds, and he was in like spring training, which is their preseason game. And he was pitching. He threw like 100. Nigga hit it back, hit him in the head. So he had to go out. He had like a metal plate installed in his head. Like it was really bad.
I think that's the reason why they changed like the format of the caps. Like it has like padding in it now.
You can get like a hat with like padding around it so that you don't get like smoked as a pitcher. That happened to him. It was terrifying, but he came back and he's still throwing 100 like 2 miles an hour. He's just invincible.
Yeah,
I don't
nigga's
know.
invincible.
He's just
Like,
meant for it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Ridiculous.
so baseball had a really cool All-Star weekend. You got to see, I think 3 Cubs made it.
I gotta watch the highlights.
hard.
We got to watch the highlights. It was some crazy shit. It was one of the most entertaining ones that I've seen.
Cubs coming up, man.
But let's get into everything, right? Let's get into these bag works. So I remember we're gonna talk about a lot. Fuck. All right. Where do we want to start? Do we want to start with gatekeeping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had AB had brought up this topic of gatekeeping, this crab in the barrel mentality, because it's very hard sometimes for people to get ahead. One of the things that I really fuck with about us getting to meet Ray Vaughn is that you can see, despite the fact that there's different industries, different levels of like clout, I guess, people were super down to earth. Was no gatekeeping, was not like, was just trying to like build
No
community.
talking down to people, nothing.
Some people, however, have a very bad problem with that. And it's not to say that it's not reasonable, because there are very much things that we should gatekeep. But let's begin. What do you think?
First of all, I just want to ask y'all this question. What are certain things in our culture that we should gatekeep?
From each other or from different?
From
Just
people in general.
I guess gatekeeping, you can determine like who you're gatekeeping it from. I think generally from like outside influence, I guess, like black cultural spaces.
Yeah, cultural spaces.
Like remember when we talked about that Becky Jew girl?
Yeah,
And they had like
the woman,
black
yeah,
women's
COD tournament, the black women's COD
tournaments,
tournament and stuff. Yeah,
I think that's fine.
things
to
like
have.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's completely fine, and not wanting like white people or other people involved in that is completely fine. It doesn't do nothing to the fuck.
Doesn't do nothing to anybody. Like what you talking about?
Yeah, and it's things that I've noticed too, is like any time where we would create something of substance, whether if it's a dance on TikTok, some flows,
You know
or
that
the lingo that we have, nigga.
Yeah.
We do that shit, and they look at it as it's less than, but then they ended up taking our shit.
They make all the bread
Like,
off it.
Yeah.
Make all the bread
Don't
off
give
of
no
this shit. It's
respect.
ridiculous.
Literally every slang word probably in the fucking
Nigga, why
The white children
Where
saying
did it come
yacht
from?
in the suburbs right now. That comes from goddamn.
Yeah.
From niggas.
But you know how many people don't know where yacht comes from?
They don't.
No one.
There are people watching this who probably just learned where yacht came from.
Yacht,
Yeah.
if you don't know what yacht comes from, yacht is literally when you be like, God damn.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It could mean like
AV.
some fuck shit
could
happened.
mean some
God
fuck-
damn,
like,
man.
damn.
Or you can see somebody.
Yeah, if you see like when
Yeah.
you see
Like-
a bad bitch, you be like,
But it's been
damn.
taken. It's been commodified.
She has
You know
a
what else?
small gat. What the fuck are we talking
What are we
about?
talking about?
What are you gonna say?
Especially like in Chicago, like people be like demonizing the shit out of Chicago, but then
Yeah.
will like use the lingo and like
Yeah.
the culture around the music.
Y'all
It's
all
like
OTF for some reason.
Yeah.
And none of y'all even know what.
Y'all don't even know what
Everybody-
OTF
you live in the hills of California.
No limit. Everybody no limit and shit.
Everybody from
Jews
63rd. and,
Everybody from 63rd.
Like,
Take it
yeah,
over.
there are definitely elements where gatekeeping is positive because y'all don't put the due diligence to learn this shit.
Hell no.
Right. Like
or
the problem
even
of it.
experience this shit.
You can
like
be a
on some real
respectful. You
shit.
can be a respectful and like present guest within someone's culture without being a dickhead. It just so happens that most of the time in America, all y'all happen to be
It's
dickheads when it comes to
Americans,
black
yeah.
people.
Bro,
shit.
it be Americans, not even, and sometimes it don't even be just black people shit. Be just
Yeah, we're all
cultures in
the-
general.
cultures in general.
Quesadilla. Fucking.
You ain't got the decency to put the
Yeah.
accent on it, nigga.
Like,
It's a
God
quesadilla.
damn.
Quesadilla.
And then people
Like-
would get mad at you for gatekeeping that shit and be
Right.
like, "Oh, why aren't you expressing
You don't even
with everyone?"
respect the
But like,
shit.
You don't respect it.
respect it, nor will you even give us the props
Oh,
for
bro.
it. So
Right.
it's like, why not?
Yeah, y'all are gatekeeping too. Y'all gatekeeping like respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And resources.
Mainstream being
And
considered
resources.
part of
Yeah.
America,
Right.
despite the fact we've been here the same amount of time as you've been
Yeah.
dancing. Y'all been gatekeeping that shit for 200 years. Like, fuck you. We'll continue on.
Bullshit.
So I say all that to say this. There are certain things that I believe should be gate kept or like people should show more respect toward.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
And there's one thing that I feel like shouldn't be gate kept, and that's like game. You feel me?
I feel
like
that.
Like among niggas.
among niggas, especially niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Especially.
the majority of the time when we're in positions of power, there's a lot of people that look like us that are actually in power and they don't like transferring
All
that power.
skidding folk ain't kidding folk.
Real.
There's a lot of people, who get that power, and it's kind of like we don't see nothing from it. And it's
Take
like,
us, take
Yeah.
us through it.
Take you
us
through it. So we have a clip that I want y'all to watch of $1 million worth game. First of all, shout out to them because they
Shout out
do
to the
be
pod.
they
Shout
do
out- shout out
be
Gillie
shout out
dropping
Wallow.
$1 million
I fuck with
worth
both
of game.
W.
I really,
But this
Damn, I need to
take
tap in with them.
I really fuck
Yes.
with Wallow.
Yeah.
You don't know
Wallow.
I had never heard of them.
No.
You haven't heard?
No, I've probably seen a clip somewhere. But
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
tap in.
I
Wallow,
really
Wallow
fuck
is that
with
nigga,
Wallow.
bro.
Yeah, I was just
Wallow's
I really
really
fuck
cool.
with Wallow.
Wallow
I love
funny
to
as
get some
shit.
game from that nigga.
So like
Gillie funny as shit too.
I
Yeah.
fuck with them like heavy, but this take, bro, that shit was ass.
Yeah,
I'm
this
not
is a
gonna
weak
lie to
ass
you, bro.
take though.
Let me see.
Let me speak on the passing of the guard, right? Because a lot of youngins, and I'm not speaking on you, but a lot of youngins in the game be looking at like, man, they've been doing it for so long. They don't want to put a young on. They don't want to pass it off. They don't want to. But you gotta understand that one time, say somebody like Funk Flex, somebody like DJ Cosmic Kev, who been at the radio stations forever, DJ Clue, DJ Greg Street.
Shout out to the
You
shout
feel
out to
what
the
I'm
guys,
saying?
too.
At one time, they was young DJs,
Right.
just hoping to get on. You feel what I'm saying? Or LeBron James, he was a young player that was just hoping to get to the league. You feel what I'm saying? Now, when they get there, they trying to hold on to that shit as long as possible. Because after my dream is done, I also feed my family off this shit. LeBron James in his 23rd year, he ain't not once said this the new king. That trying to go out there and work the f out. Now I'm not saying that you can't uplift some young niggas, help some young get in position, but the reality of it is, ain't no trying to put no other in a position to take his job.
I just feel like if you really believe that you that, then that shouldn't stop you.
If I'm an OG, right, and we all work different, and I see that young is that. I know that he's more in tune with the culture right now. Everything around the board. He got me beat everywhere around the board. That young gotta come take my job. I can't put that young in position to get me out the way, and now I'm running around, can't feed my family. I
think it's too much
That's a
money.
good point. That's a good point.
But it's
And
only
I
a certain
think-
amount of positions that's right there.
Now you right.
What I'm saying.
You right.
You
But
feel
at
what
the
I'm
same
saying?
time, you're right though. But at the same time, it's like, when are we going to shift from the individual mindset to the collective one? You know what I'm saying? Because what you just said is that go deeper than rap. That's just how we are as a culture, as people. You know what I'm saying? It's on me and mine. And it's like, you know, it's not enough of the collective idea of us. Like, where do we want to see this shit go in 20 years? You know what I'm saying? Like, and even still, it's like, just because you share your light or you shine your light on somebody else who's coming up and who might be more hungry, that don't mean that you necessarily you compromise your position.
Let's real life talk about it. I was gonna say, and this is a lesson in nuance, because again, it was funny. Can't really ignore it. We just got to interview Ray Vaughn and Joey Badass had a back and forth very recently. That's still not to say that point is not very correct.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna get to talk about it. It's gonna flow into your topic as well, because that is that capitalism Kool-Aid that a lot of niggas have been like drunk on.
Capitalism Kool-Aid. That's hard.
And what I mean by that is that these niggas will real life convince you that the reason for their like stinginess, the reason why they can't put a young nigga on in the spotlight is because they're gonna get their job took, then they gonna be on the side of the road. Nothing
like,
you're going to do to LeBron James is gonna put him on the side of the road.
No,
Exactly.
Gillie,
You already made millions, my nigga.
Yeah.
What I wanted to, it's such a simple mindset hearing like Gillie talk about the way he was talking about it. I want to add on to it. It's really the reason why we think about this as a culture when it's so individual set is the effect of us not having so much opportunity from the past
It's low-key
to
a
now.
poverty mindset.
It's one of those things
really
when you especially as niggas, like, yo, role models are the niggas who made it out by getting, but they'll tell themselves they got it all on their own, and we'll get into why that also is not the most accurate thing, because at the end of the day, every turn, you're not shit without the next nigga behind you, and people who make music and everything aren't shit unless people listen to that music.
Right.
So no, you didn't do it yourself, but that's the capitalism Kool-Aid thing, where it's like the only key to changing your circumstances if I run up this bag, if I get this bread, that's cool, right? That's a good start. But to justify that 25 years in, when
It's
you're
insane,
going to
bro.
be comfortable afterwards, no, you're hanging on to that for your own ego, for your own.
that's
trying to
one
backward
thing.
justify it afterwards.
Yeah, that's one
does.
thing that I fuck with too, with what Joey Badass said, is because it's like, bro, if you know that you have the position that you're in that's locked down, you know that you're the best, you're doing the best that you
secure.
can, you're secure.
Yeah.
Why should it matter if another person is coming up? Yo, here's what I did to get to this position. It's not to say that they're gonna go and take your shit.
They're
They
probably
can start
not
their
gonna
own
spite
shit.
you unless like they're probably gonna like be grateful to you for helping.
Bro, it really perpetuates a cycle in a sense. It's like, if you look at, like how he was saying like, you look at that one hot nigga and like, you know he gonna be some, but you're not gonna put him in that position to not help
That's
him.
so
It's like
dumb, bro.
it's like with you, right? Like say you had that mindset. You gonna look at me and Matt and like, oh yeah, y'all got something, but I'm still not gonna put y'all on. You're going to look at every single hot nigga that's in that rap game, especially you being a podcaster, you're having all new rappers come in. What is your mindset
you
looking
fake.
at them? That makes you fake. You can't be about
to make you more
it makes you
The
fake.
more you do that shit, it's gonna make you more see.
A, it makes you fake, and B, it's a false like choice to get put in, because the reason why I have no problem with like y'all is because I've always believed in my heart of heart that like regardless of what I'm doing, each of us has the potential to be like the biggest in our field, and y'all do things that I can't do, cause you're human. You will not be the best forever, and there are things that people can cover that you can't cover. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry if it makes you mad. You're a grown-ass man.
Oh,
Fucking deal with that.
Deal with it, nigga.
There are going to be times where people are going to be more on it than you. And hey, if you are open to help that come on, you're not going to, it's a false dichotomy. You're not going to fall into nothingness because a new nigga is the king of basketball.
Yeah.
You could be helping that
and-
next wave and that next generation, and they're going to love you for that.
And I got a perfect example of that too, because when I first started doing the social media shit, I was heavy into GTA. Like I was the top nigga on TikTok for GTA
Nigga
for like a
smoking
long
niggas.
ass period of time. And then I seen these two other creators that did GTA as well. Shout out to Mr. O and Hi-Fi. them niggas, I was at like what 600K and they were at like 130, 120. They're like damn near even. When I tell you them niggas just Mr. O's at like damn near 2.5 mil right now.
I've watched it happen so many times in my field too.
And it's like, why on earth would I
streaming all the fucking
it's like, why on earth would I look at them niggas with envy? Like, damn, bro, like they just passed me. I'm never gonna help. Like that's stupid.
Sport of
as hell,
competition,
bro.
okay, but like was mentioned earlier, if you're comfortable in the shit that you're doing and the success that you have, then you maintain that around people who are great too.
Right.
There's not a nigga on this earth who's gonna sit in a room with me like political wise, and I'm gonna be like, oh, I have no idea. No, I'm still comfortable in what I know, but like I can have the conversation, cool, whatever. And if we're on the same side, then I'm looking forward to us being on the same side. I'm not gonna hold that up because I don't carry that much ego about it.
I feel like as a young nigga though, you got more of a say to do some shit like that. Right?
Yeah.
Because I understand fighting for your spot, right? Like I feel like, especially with this Twitch shit, like I feel like I'm constantly thrown in positions where it's like, okay, I gotta collab with this, or I gotta do some shit. So, somebody telling me to do some shit with this person.
Yeah.
Somebody telling me to work with this person. Somebody telling me XYZ, and I go through this constant battle of being like, okay, what do I do because I actually fuck with this genuine person? What do I do for the content? How do I maintain my own community? How do I retain my own, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that you have much more of a say to do some shit like that now. Cause I ain't gonna lie, this all I got right now. You feel me? Like the jam, my what you on Matt, all of that shit, this all I got. This is how I put the food on the table, pay the bills, etc. So I get that now. At that point, you on a podcast called $1 Million a Game, and you and your cousin be in Lambos, and like y'all made it. Y'all got money, y'all got bread, y'all have done it already.
And no one's gonna
and mind you don't have a year in it. You got decades in it at this point, my nigga.
And then let's talk about it for real, because what you're saying is real, especially with Gil and Wallow, where they came from. That's a big thing. Who they be around, and let's talk about it. Y'all had a crazy deal with Barstool. No one's taking your job.
Like, what you mean?
No one's saying, and that's what I was gonna say. It's like I understand as like a younger person, like having that drive and the ambition, but the thing that's so self-centered about that viewpoint is that it assumes that the nigga coming up hasn't had to fight that battle.
Hasn't
had to think like,
it's been an uphill battle the whole fucking
You think that we're
time.
asking to just be like handed the spot? No, stop. Can we stop the fucking
No, but some people do. And that's the shit that you gotta look out for. Some people do be like, Matt, how you start streaming?
No.
That's a different conversation.
That's where gatekeeping is necessary. I feel like you have to be serious about the field. Nobody if you're coming up to a Gillie or if you're coming up to one of us or someone in a different space, and you're asking them for advice,
how do you start
how
this?
to do it.
And you ain't got nothing.
Yes,
you ain't got nothing.
As content creators, the cardinal sin to ask a content creator is like, how do I record this thing? How do I edit this thing? That's like, okay, you gotta go through the storm and learn how to do that, or like get that from somebody. Cool. That's a different thing than saying like, oh, a Josh Doss is coming to the podcast,
have him on or
and
some
because
shit.
and I'm like,
we don't want that.
Or the other way, because he's older than me. He's like, nah, you young buck. I'm not finna. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
We're fighting for the same thing.
At the same time, you're hurting the culture more.
You're hurting it.
The first thing is so different because, like you said, they take that level of grind. You have to actually get there.
Yeah.
And you can call it arrogant if you want. Like, I'm gonna keep it a beam. My ears turn off when somebody tell me that.
Yeah.
Because call it arrogant. I only got 4,000 on Instagram, so call it arrogant. But I say like, I actually done put in blood, sweat, and tears in this shit since I was 9 years fucking old.
Yeah, and that makes sense because nigga, you don't. And that makes sense because
actually.
nigga, we don't have it yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I got the proof. That's what I'm saying. And I got the proof to show niggas that, and that's literally that is a indirect correlation to just a mindset of understanding, okay, I'm going into this field with the intent to make something happen.
Right.
Yeah. You're not serious about it if you don't already got a track record of shit. Once you ask me that question,
Very valid.
then I can give you the game. You feel what I'm saying?
The thing about that too is like when we get to that position where we are at the top of what we can do, and even then it's still a bigger,
it's always
bigger
gonna
space.
be people that pass
always
us.
gonna keep going.
If
Always
somebody,
gonna be,
if a different podcast called the Maj, comes around and they got their shit going for them, and they ask us, yo, how did you do this and that? Why the fuck would I not give them any game and just let them? That's that's that mentality that I hate. It's like you have the tools to help somebody, but you're gonna let them struggle.
I can give you game on how I got
Joey,
here, but that doesn't mean you're gonna prevent me on getting somewhere else.
What Joey Badass said that I really fuck with was if you have it, you have it. In a sense of what elevates the game is that natural form of competition.
Yeah.
I want you to be like, okay, like I want your spot because it's going to make me fight for my spot.
That's what's
I know
more
I have
egregious
it.
about what he said, because it's not even like a debatable does this nigga have, because I know you don't have it if you're asking me how the fuck to make a YouTube video.
Yeah.
I know you don't, but you're saying no, I know as the nigga that you do have it. I see this talent. I know that he's more on. You still not going?
That's crazy.
What the hell? If like he came up to me and was like, "Yeah, I've been making content since I was 10, bro, and I'm trying to like figure out like a way like these captions, like trying to figure." And I'm
I
like,
look at this shit, and I'm like, oh shit,
that's real.
Like
yeah,
he going crazy.
It makes you
for me to
Yeah, I
look at
didn't make
that
them
and be like,
captions.
nah, that's
look,
That's hate.
real
That's hate
spill.
shit.
When I had that moment in my career, I would say, right, where I really started, and it comes in waves all the time, but I would say one of the biggest moments I had where I started having like that identity crisis was when I was looking at people in the streaming community and they getting more viewers than me and they getting more followers than me and they doing all these things. And nowhere in that was I like, nah, I'm gonna just never do no. I was like, okay, I gotta work harder. I gotta start. I gotta show you niggas that like I deserve to be here the same way. Like no, we can coexist, but I ain't finna get left in the dust. That's that level of competition where it's like, okay, that is something that can be nurtured and then grow into whatever. You know what I'm saying? You could grow that into a collaboration. You can grow that into helping the community because you and that person are doing good things.
Right.
And the other shit is hating. The other
that's
shit is
hating,
hating.
bro.
I remember like first starting off doing my shit, and I remember like I was constantly looking at niggas like, okay, this is a competition. Like it's you, like
It's
me
you
and
versus
you,
me, nigga.
like, dead ass. And I remember it gave me such a bad mindset with
Yeah, 'cause
it,
you're not
and it
focusing on your
almost
shit.
stunted me because it's like one, I'm not secure in my own self. Because if I'm looking at another person so intimidated rather than inspired, I'm not secure in my own ability to get in that position.
To inspire.
Right.
Exactly.
That's the
So-
fast track to destruction right
Hell
there.
yeah.
That is
Hell
the
yeah.
main way to chaos.
Nigga, it's supposed to be you and you. That's the only person you see in
And
the
any
mirror.
person that is at your level or about to pass you, you should only look at them with inspiration. It should never be in the sense of, oh no, I need to keep putting you down.
And I was
'cause you
gonna
can't get ahead of me.
say that putting people down is one of them things that is kind of like indicative of that when you let that money devalue the message and devalue the goal that you're trying to go for.
Yeah.
Man, this
They all
nigga
right
with
about
the transition of chaos.
Jerry Lorenzo released, he's with Fear of God, right? He released a shirt recently.
Talk.
In the vein of this capitalism Kool-Aid. What happened?
More than cool. No, in that shit. I have to give y'all the context, like I always. So we chilling in the Mead, and at first I was finna talk about Jackboys on my nigga Matt. Finna go into the whole thing. But the thing was, Matt ended up, he was like, hey, yo, see this new post of Fear of God did? And I looked at it and I was just like, oh, instantly.
And at first I was like, why?
Yeah, he was like, why? He was like, I'm fucking with it. Before we even get into it, let's see the shirts, right? Let's go to the first shirt.
W.
Cool shirt. Don't buy where you can't work.
Now,
Fear of God.
Yeah, if you don't know that
Don't buy
reference,
where you
JJ,
can't
give us
work.
some context about that
I was
reference.
gonna say during the civil rights movement, when they were doing like labor strikes and also just like protests and sit-ins for businesses that weren't hiring black people, they would like be marching in the picket line and everything. They'd also have like those signs that would say, "Don't buy where you can't work." Basically, don't buy from these companies that aren't hiring black people, and
That's
we're
a
gonna
strong-ass
boycott
message.
them with our dollar. Yeah, it's a strong ass message.
Hell yeah.
Next slide. He even put on his Instagram, he put the pictures of the civil rights. We go to
fire.
the next picture, please. This is another. It's a hoodie. Freedom Now. On the Fear of God. Can we go to the next picture, please? That's the back. It was American rights. Next one.
That's hard.
Yep, same thing right there.
Put it with the
Boom.
sign, everything. Go to the next slide if there's another one.
Right.
And then We Won't Move. Fear of God.
We
So
Won't
it
Move,
is.
Fear of God.
It's this
Sit-ins,
whole
yeah.
collection that I'm seeing about like the civil rights. And he even put like a whole paragraph
Yeah, he did like a whole-
explaining
yeah.
the whole thing and the message. And the reason why immediately when I saw that first picture of Don't Buy Where You Can't Work From, and I saw that picture and I'm like, bro, oh my God. I was tight because I knew what it was. And I checked the comments. It was mixed response. A lot of people was fucking with it, a lot of people weren't, because I checked the link and I saw the prices. That shirt is $250. That hoodie, that Freedom hoodie, is $500.
The shirt is
So that's a
$250.
heavy ass.
$250.
It's a heavy ass statement you put on the shirt, and you need some heavy ass pockets to buy the shit.
Exactly. And I was seeing that the main problem I have with this is you cannot have a message like that, especially Jerry Lorenzo, who is a black designer who has honestly, I give him his props. He has advocated for black issues like almost his entire career. The problem I have with that, and it's similar to Tremaine Emory, and he's the owner of Denim Tears, is y'all speak on these issues, sure, but at the same time, y'all make a disgusting profit off these issues, off black traumas. And the issue I have is you can't profit off of black issues, make the fucking price tag $250, $500, and then be like, oh yeah, I got my message across. No, that's not accessible to people who you're aiming it towards.
Yeah, because I'm like, who is the ones buying this shirt and who is the message really hitting?
Right.
Those people in the civil rights movement were working class black people who were making the conscious effort to like not take the bus, who either had to like go get a car or like walk around to get to work because they couldn't even sit on the bus with like shit, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So when you put the message of what they were fighting for on a shirt at a price point that those same niggas couldn't have even bought it for,
500 is fucking insane.
at
least 100 for the shirt
and again,
$250 for the
there's nothing wrong with getting your money like in general, right? Because when niggas talk about like the capitalism Kool-Aid, the thing that mainly turns people off is immediately like these niggas want to talk about, I just want to get my money, bro. It ain't that deep. Yeah. Do you know what the fashion industry is? Do you know what the profit margin on clothing is? How much do you think that shirt costs to produce?
Like 30.
Maybe
high end
way
30.
Lower than 30.
It depends
Probably.
on the material, maybe 50.
It depends.
50 max.
The tricky
50
thing,
max.
the tricky thing is with, especially like Jerry Lorenzo, who owns Fear of God. A lot of houses go through different companies to get their shit made.
Yeah.
So a lot of them don't own their own factories. I think Jerry Lorenzo does it in house. So of course they heighten their profit margins to make their money.
Yeah.
But the problem I have with it is, and I'm not an advocate. I don't care what houses or what brands dictate their price. That's your product. We know what fashion is. The reason why high fashion is a thing is because you don't make it accessible for everyone. I understand that concept.
Yeah, of course.
The concept, what I don't fuck with, especially as a black designer, is using a message like that to put out a product and not making it accessible for the people.
I'd rather you just not put that shit out or make a post about it.
And the way
or just make a cool post about it.
You
Or make a donation. Make a $10,000 donation.
Or
you feel me?
Or like, yeah, we acknowledge that this is a challenging time for a lot of people in the country, especially. We're going to make this bitch like $80, $70.
Or we gonna keep this bitch $250 and we gonna give out 1,000 free ones. I like something.
And do you know why like brands who do a message like that don't put down their prices? Because they, at the same time, the message isn't genuine because you're worried about the perception of your brand.
It devalues the brand.
And when you value your perception of the brand so much, it turns into those unethical values in the sense of like, oh yeah, I can't put this price down because everyone knows Fear of God of having, those essentials.
But I was gonna say, but it's not like we haven't seen it before.
$4,000.
It's not like we haven't seen it before. Fear got essentials. It'll run you like 60 to like 120, 100. You feel me? Yeah. So it's not like we haven't seen him make affordable clothing before. He has hoodies that are $100. You feel what I'm saying, bro? It's like
you can do it, and then
that's like a markup and a half.
Yeah.
And then let's really get into it, because you see a lot of people like, oh well, no, you couldn't have done that, because you see a lot of black people sympathize with other black people, which I completely understand, but you have to hold them accountable. You can't say that and be like, oh well, he's a black designer, he's on his own.
Right.
Fear of God is on their way to make $1 billion. Fear of God has been a thing since like we were children.
I can promise you that if they drop this special edition thing and like make the price a little bit more reasonable, Fear of God will not go bankrupt.
Y'all gotta remember this isn't like your local black owned business.
No,
this is a humongous fashion house.
Cemented in the culture.
In the culture. Fear of God.
and the people you've been around. Like, you can't say don't buy where you can't work and put $250 on it.
So
Do
now
you
I
know
can't
how
even buy the shit.
insane
You're not
that
getting
is?
paid that where you're working.
I don't work
You're
at Fear
not.
God and I can't buy the shit. Now
Don't
I
don't buy where you can't afford. like,
And you're talking about the civil rights towards the black people. Don't buy where you can't afford. And you know most niggas can't afford that.
yeah.
I just think it was a stain on his.
I think I think the message could have been a lot more poignant and a lot more like important if you had at least a mind towards like, putting this shit at $500 a little wild.
Yeah.
I feel like
And-
he's done
and
a lot of
it's
cool
like-
shit. He's done a
He's
lot
done
of
a lot of cool
shit.
that
So it's just-
I can't negate in his career.
Yeah,
You
it
can't
was disheartening to
dismiss.
see.
Yeah,
And,
you can't.
and
and
even,
then-
even if it's just this collection where you put the price point
Yeah,
at
just
80
one.
Like,
and
just
then
one.
the hoodie like 160 or
Yes.
something. Cool.
Bro, cool.
Other collections hike the price back up. Who the fuck?
250
250
for a
500.
t-shirt.
And you could
Crazy.
really, but the thing is, and even if you did drop it to like the lowest, you dropped a bitch 100 below 100 and did like 80. Yeah, the actual buying it itself won't get you as much bread. But you know what you could do, media tour wise, to spread that shirt around as much as
Nigga.
possible. You could probably recoup more bread in the end anyway.
Yup.
Knowing that Fear of God specifically dropped the price for this thing and really wanted to make it for black people
Media
to like get
circle
it.
would be
And
crazy.
The
let's
whole
get
hood
all
wearing
the
that shit.
celebrities
Whole
to get
hood we
that
wearing
bitch.
that. Nigga, we all have that.
We
shit
don't have that
immediately.
bitch immediately.
Just imagine what that can do.
That
Instead
could
of
do that.
and
Go to the
this is-
people.
This is the problem where I have when you're talking about capitalism. This is one of the worst forms, in my opinion, because it's double agent shit.
Yeah.
In a sense of like, you really playing a white man's game, trying to market this towards black people.
Hell yeah.
That's
Hell yeah.
the
And then
issue.
utilizing the
That clout that
cultural
you have.
the
Yeah.
cultural fucking things within the black community
Yeah.
to sell the
To
product
do
as
that.
well.
Yeah.
We're
it's
so used to it.
And that's the thing, is that the reason why it's super insidious is because it's harder coming from someone like a Jerry Lorenzo, because you have that reason to trust in them and to have that cultural
Yeah.
capital associated.
Right.
So that's why a lot of niggas would be like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna just get it. Not see the Christians, but like, let's really deep.
Let's really
Y'all,
deep.
that's
Gotta
very
deep with shit, bro.
steep for that specific messaging.
Going
This
back
is
to
the
what-
civil rights
On
era, bro.
Jesus,
Yeah.
I'm not wearing no fucking, or I'm not buying no $250.
You know,
No.
yeah, I don't
No.
care how much
Nigga, I
money
don't
I
give a
get.
what.
At that
I'm not
point,
buying
and
it.
the message isn't genuine.
Yeah.
to
And
you
we
wearing
talk
that
about
on you.
we're doing like, obviously niggas are not made yet. Niggas are not rolling in money, but we're doing better than a lot of niggas our age. And I do not have it like that to buy a $250 shirt, no matter how much I agree
Yeah.
with
No,
I have a card.
You don't. And then
I got insurance.
Like, no.
What AB was talking about when it came to overall, should we gatekeep the culture or not? I think it's such a problem because we know how much of a commodity is with black trauma and how easy it is to sell. So
It
you
blurs
being
that
a
line to
part
what
of
the
the
culture
culture,
is, yeah.
it's so easy to sell that, especially with people who don't have shit. Imagine being that person who fucks with a Fear of God product and you don't have that shit and you spend your last money
Nigga, that was
claiming
me
you
all
do
high
this, man.
school.
Exactly.
Nigga.
Yeah.
I couldn't
Literally.
even buy the essentials ones, the $60
Yeah.
essentials
What
joint.
My
Real
first,
shit.
What is it
my
for?
first actual like essentials, like Fear of God, like anything, were them joggers I bought like 2 months ago.
Yeah, 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Like 3
I
months
don't
ago.
even
'Cause,
own,
like,
I,
yeah,
I
the first
own nothing
the first
Fear
thing
of
I
God.
owned from, I think my shorty gave it to me for like Christmas. It was the joggers.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
own
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
I literally, I've wanted the shoes since I was like a child. The
Nigga.
basketball shoes, you know.
The-
what I'm
yeah,
talking about.
the
Yeah.
shoes.
I
Those
wanted the
shoes were
Fear of God
nice,
basketball
yeah.
shoes since I was
Well,
like
you talking
a
about the
child.
ones that came in like the aluminum foil package?
I don't remember the package,
I don't
but
know
they
the package.
high.
Yeah, they had like the high.
Yeah, the
top,
high
like,
ones.
yeah.
Those were like retail 1,000 or something.
Yeah,
Like it was
like,
ridiculous.
Crazy.
It
Yeah.
was
So it's already like those
ridiculous.
price points are already scary for like a lot of people. It just like, if you just doing your normal shit, yeah, Fear God, cool.
But put it
that
in
the
the-
reason why, yeah, the message that you've gone for with this one makes that like, oh,
I
damn,
don't
someone in the room should have been
know.
like,
It's-
Somebody in the room should have been like,
Like,
nah.
I ain't
I'll
nigga.
clear
know
that.
about that.
But y'all
I'll
not gonna
clear
clear
it.
that because what
Nope.
y'all want? Y'all want that money. That's
Yeah.
why y'all not gonna clear that shit.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
that's the problem.
And that's the same shit, like I was saying, Tremaine Emory be doing. Like the whole thing with denim tears is
Tremaine
it's the-
Emory and Denim Tears.
It's
That's the
jeans
CIA. That's
and what
CIA.
it's CIA. Because if y'all didn't know, the white shit on those jeans that are Levi's, not cut and sew jeans,
Yeah, they're Levi's.
it's cotton.
Yeah, so
Did you
what?
know that,
So
Eddie?
explain
No,
more.
I did not.
Explain
Denim-
more about so denim tears and what the issue with that being cotton is.
Is the main thing was it's
What he
cotton on
does
the-
with it,
It's
yeah.
cotton on the jeans, and I forgot what his own meaning was it, but I could kind of assume of like us like taking it back and like this is what we did.
It's
and we
$250
produced
for
that.
it's $250 for shorts.
$250 for shorts.
That's
Like
the
those
minimum.
jeans be
Low
like a
end.
markup of like
Low
700
end.
and 800, and those be
Yes.
Levi's
Low
that they
end.
just screen printed on. And then he had a shirt. I remember he had this another collab. He had the shirt. It was like a dress shirt that had like it was like a watermelon monogram on it. And I'm like,
made.
Y'all, I understand the messages, but y'all don't care about the messages because you're marking these prices up to shit that's not accessible to the people you're putting it out to.
Yeah.
It's not genuine. It's never been genuine.
Especially coming from black people.
And you have, especially as a nigga who's in the culture and a rich person, you have the resources to do something like going to the people to directly shift like your price. After you've made it past a certain point, you have what?
They're not 250. They're 175.
Oh my God.
For shorts.
For shorts. For shorts.
175 for the shorts. The bottoms is 190. The tops is 210.
In which, bro, I'm going back to what I'm saying, because y'all not finna call me a hypocrite, because I know what I'm finna put on my prices, nigga. So, I know what I'm putting. But the thing is, bro, I think when it comes to designers, it's messaging.
Because we understand the fashion world, right? It wouldn't be exclusive. It wouldn't be high fashion if you made the shit accessible for everybody. As fucked up as that is, that's the world we live in. We understand that portion of it. It's the fact of when you're putting a message on something, trying to portray it as a genuine message, but the price tag's not genuine to the actual product. That doesn't make sense.
It don't make sense.
You said an important thing when it comes to resources. When you're at that level, especially Jerry Lorenzo was like a top designer.
Yeah, you've made millions already.
You have a this nigga did an interview with Maxwell Frost in a PJ.
Yeah,
the fact is you have those resources. You could have did collabs with young up and coming black designers to get the message off. You could have had it. You could have donated some of the proceedings to other places because your market cap is almost $1 billion. There's so many other alternatives, but you chose the worst one you could.
It's the very 2025 resistance.
Where
it's like the main thing that's changed between the civil rights movement and this shirt paying homage to the civil rights movement is now you can pay $500 to wear it and feel like you're doing something. But like the people with the billions and the resource on the back end don't even have to lift a finger to try to make this something different.
They just half them niggas just got tax breaks. What the fuck
the
are we talking now? Niggas ain't got bread?
And the onus is still on us if you ain't got the bread. How dare you assume that they could drop the price point because you know how we do this.
And you know what's going to happen?
Crazy.
You know what's going to happen? Niggas that look like this damn bottle cap going to be wearing that shit.
Wearing that shit.
Got the new denim.
No, you
got the new denim tee.
You gonna walk up on a nigga and be like,
damn, what you got on, bro?
What you got on? And they gonna be like,
got the new Fear of God shirt.
You know, it's this Fear of God.
How does a white person explain?
You won't even fucking. You don't know what it is.
The story behind that. Bitch.
So I did a lot of reading about the civil rights movement. So I really fuck. Like, what do you do?
Name five white people that did a lot of reading about the civil rights movement.
Name a nigga not named Bernie who you know is alive today that was there during the civil rights movement.
Especially a fashion.
A white dude.
A fashion nigga.
Yeah. Producer of doom.
Before we even transition, we can get it to a brand who got a message with a good affordable price. Y'all see that freedom?
That's the freedom for real.
The message with
and you'd be surprised how many people 50 is still steep for. Stop acting like high fashion has to be fucking.
And this, I'm gonna keep it a being with you. No bullshit. This probably close to, if not the exact same GSM as that you're gonna put. If you know what GSM is the thickness of the shirt. Basically the quality.
This has been washed a bunch of times. I don't see this coming off.
It feels the exact same. It feels the exact same way. I promise.
And then he said,
that's 350 GSM.
The nigga was like, it's cut and the proportions are well for the message.
Don't piss me off.
Let's get into the dough.
The propulsion.
Let's get into the dough.
Before we even get, let's talk about messaging in another regard because it's still the culture. It's still everything,
the culture.
Right?
You fed me.
And it comes with its goods. It comes with its bads. It comes with its nuances and everything. So we've had a very, in a good sense, because this conversation is already just like insane. We've had a very good run and a half for like a year and a half of music has been ridiculous.
Bro, generational. Y'all see the boy.
You see the boy.
Y'all see the boy.
You see the boy.
You see the boy. You see the boy. You see the boy.
We've had a very good run, especially recently, and a couple albums just came out. A few albums came out from all types of people, but two main ones that we're gonna talk about.
I ain't listen to Justin Bieber shit.
But
shout out my nigga Jermaine Bieber.
Everyone said it was crazy. So.
Yeah, people were saying it was good, so I need to go back and listen to it. But the main two we gonna talk about today is Trav and everyone else on Jackboys. Released Jackboys 2.
You know what I mean?
And also the Clipse album dropped. Let God sort them out. Pusha
God
T,
sorted 'em out.
Malice, and everybody else. Both of these albums have been like getting talked about hella, and it's kind of taking all of our shit by storm.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, let's start at the top, right? Let's start. First of all, so let's start at the top. So boom, right? Clipse drops, Jackboys drops. Who got y'all first listen?
Oh, Jackboys.
I think
Clipse
Jack
got my first listen.
Yeah, okay.
I think Jack. No, did I listened to Clipse before we listened to Jackboys? So I think
Okay.
I started with Clipse first.
Okay.
Jackboys. And any old heads, I promise, it was just because I fuck with that.
No, we don't get
Calm
into the
down.
conversation.
And my first listen, I ain't got no shame in it. My first listen was Jackboys.
Yeah.
Written.
You shouldn't have
Um,
shame in it.
yeah, real spill. So I listened to Jackboys. We all listen to Jackboys. Let's start at the top. Thoughts and reactions about the cover art for both of them. I want to start by saying Jackboys cover art to me, which damn, I should have put a fucking picture of the cover art.
We can put a
Yeah, we'll do it in post.
post game.
Sorry, right?
Sorry, the pod.
I know, right? Pod.
side-eyed the
And
shit
then
out
a
of-
side ID. Fuck out of here.
Said, what, nigga?
So cover art, I would say Jackboy's cover art was cold to me. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. You know, the Clipse cover art was interesting to me. Cause I fuck with Cause hella. I just didn't. I kind of think they could have went a little harder for as deep, in my opinion, as deep as the album was.
You think?
For like-
I don't know what the full meaning behind the cause
True.
is.
I don't
You
know the
gotta
full
see the
meaning behind it,
for
so
it.
maybe I gotta know the full meaning. But I just felt like I was like, damn, I feel like so many people. I feel like Cause is one of those things. Is like it got, at least for me, it got so fucking hype beastie that it's like now when I see Cause, I cringe a little bit.
Yeah.
because I'm like,
Yeah,
Well, once they hit
it's
that
so
Jordan collab,
hype.
it was
Yeah,
like,
it
It's
was
so
so
crazy
hype
how-
beastie back when we was like
Yeah.
2016.
It's so,
Yeah.
it's so
Yeah, I
crazy how
mean-
that shit works in the sense of everyone has something, it dilutes the shit out of it.
Yeah,
So you don't
it's
want-
like
Does
yeah,
everybody
how
want to
that
take
works.
this shit and like make $300 trillion profits off of it?
Yeah.
I think that
Especially
I
a
think
corny
for
nigga,
the
that's the
album
problem.
covers. I think I really fuck with the cover, the colorway and the photo for Jackboys. Hardest
the
thing.
vibe. The vibe was just.
vibe was
I think
that's what I think it is. This is what I think it more so is. I don't think it's the fact about the cause, but I think the Jackboys cover art vibe matched the vibe of the album more than the clips. The call, at least I didn't understand the cover. I got to look into it, but I wish they would have did something. I feel like they cool niggas. So like,
Yeah.
you should have had like Malice like in a dark room or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something.
It's Malice's return, right? Like,
It's both of their returns.
I
Basically, it's Clip's
want to
return.
assume that the cause thing probably has something to do with Pharrell.
Yeah,
'Cause,
yeah,
they were
yeah,
gonna go with
yeah.
a fashion like type thing, which I think they could have. I feel like the album is good enough to where they could have probably went in a different direction, but I still fuck with the album cover. Both of the albums and their vibes though are like also both insane.
Yeah, completely different.
Jesus fuck.
completely
I still
different.
need to complete my listen of like God Sort 'Em Out, but I'm like halfway through, and I've been pleasantly surprised actually because the big conversation that has started has obviously these two albums have been getting compared a lot. And the conversation has kind of turned into
Which is
like,
nuts, by the way.
conversation has kind of lost its charitability on both sides, where it's either like nobody fucking with this shit because it's the old people, and then for Jackboys, nobody fucking with this shit because this shit bad. And I'm like, y'all are both missing the fucking plot.
y'all are missing.
Yeah, missing the plot.
because
missing.
there is not one way to do like hip hop. Is one thing.
Artistry.
And-
Yes.
It's artistry
And with
at the
that-
end of the day.
That's the con about diss wars is he dissed Travis,
Yeah.
therefore
Yeah.
most
Yeah,
niggas
both
are.
of them, yeah,
it's,
yeah, yeah.
it's the leading perception of like, okay, this album isn't good. 'cause of
Especially
that.
with the rise of lyrical rap again.
Yeah.
Especially in
Oh
our
my
generation.
God, bro. I love that shit, bro.
This is the thing, right? The rise of lyrical rap. I am the type of person where I love music in general. I've grown up. I grew up a music head, bro. My whole fucking family. My mom did music. My uncle did music. My great grandpa did music with fucking Bob Marley and them. Like,
Yeah.
I grew up a music head, right? I would say lyrical rap in our generation is frowned upon because our generation is just, that we didn't grow up on that. We grew up on the other shit, right? But I would say in that same breath, with this rise of lyrical rap, it's brought a lot of the back, like that fire, that competition, which is good, which is a very good thing in certain instances. And it's also a very bad thing in others, because then you want to diss an album like Jackboys because it's not as lyrical or because it's not as substantive.
I don't get that part.
At the end of the day, in my head, bro, I have moments when I'm like, bro, what did I wake up singing today? Nigga, it's been in my head all
singing
day.
the first song on
fucking
Oh,
what the fuck is it?
Oh, let me pull it. Let me pull it.
Birds.
I woke up with
John
him leaving the
Legend,
bag.
I fucking love
Bro,
yeah.
Birds, that song is fucking.
amazing.
I have to listen to
Nigga,
that tape, bro.
nigga, John Legend, all that. Bro, I love that type of music. I grew up listening to that shit. But I could also say, like, that didn't take anything away from Jackboys to me. And that's where it comes down to having the nuance to understand, okay, two things could be right at one time. I could enjoy a Kendrick Lamar album or a Clipse album and also enjoy a Jackboys album.
I think the thing that niggas need to remember is that when talking about like the entire thing, when talking about culture and hip hop and music and everything, you have to be very careful to not sound like a colonizer. And I remember earlier there was something that happened on YouTube where like a bunch of people who are YouTubers but also rappers who are more heavily like in their lyrical bag were going after like a lot of other people. This like the Lil Pump era, the Lil like the Lils whatever, and
The Lil
people
Brain
were-
Rot era.
And there were a lot of people and there were a lot of white people who like try to sound like Eminem who were like, this mumble rap shit is dead, da da da. And the culture kind of responded with like, hey, this is nigga shit. And there's more than one way to do this shit. And just because they're not ribbity rappity skibbity scappity does not mean that they're some bullshit. So
It's
and
It
I
is.
think that the reason why people fuck up is because yes, you should have that competition, because I consider myself, I just love good music as well, but I'm definitely more of a fan of that lyrical side. Kendrick was my favorite rapper long before the beef happened with them and long before y'all were even more in tune to Kendrick. So I've always been like on that bag, and I loved like the lyrical side of even like YouTube when that was happening. The problem being is that the shit goes so much further. The music in itself, the reason why you should be able to fuck with both albums is because it's the music. The production is something that is not covered by lyrics. The instrumentation choice is something that's not covered by lyrics. The storytelling is covered by lyrics, but that's not required to make a good song. You have to understand that this shit is more nuanced, and there has to be room in the conversation for both things.
I think what people get caught up into, sorry to cut you off, but I think what people get caught up into, and I think what the initial thing that made me be like, why the fuck are people dick riding Clipse, right? Which I say this, I had no idea. Bro, we young niggas, but I had no idea these niggas came back after 15 years.
Yeah, I didn't.
Once I heard that, it changed my whole perception, because I was like, okay, this is like if like a Frank Ocean or some shit just dropped. When we're 25, if Frank Ocean just dropped some shit, or Odd Future dropped some shit tomorrow,
and Pharrell
then we'd be like, oh,
and
what the
Pharrell
fuck?
been in his like Louis, you know, being
Yeah,
creative designer for a while, so for him
sure.
to come back and produce an album.
I think what happens is, hold on, let me say this real quick. I think what happens is, bro, and especially the old heads, people get caught in the nostalgia, that feeling of nostalgia. And that's what makes you start just randomly just saying shit. Just, oh, this is the best shit. This is the best album in years. Anthony Fantano rated this bitch a 10, rated Clipse a 10, and Jackboys a 2.
A 2?
What
That's
the
a
fuck
He
are
rated
you
Jackboys a 2?
A 2.
That's egregious.
What
That's
are you
egregious.
fucking
Nah,
talking
nah,
about?
nah,
I was gonna say personally, I was gonna say I personally fuck with Anthony Fantano for some of his music takes, mainly politically. I feel like he has a good head on his shoulders. He makes some like good arguments.
Yeah.
That is
Sometimes.
egregious.
Yeah, that's egregious.
That's
Two
egregious.
is
A
crazy.
2
is
and a
crazy.
10 is kind of nuts. I feel like I was gonna say, for me, sonically and all things like considered, the reason why I don't pick one over the other is because I go to them for different things.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's what
And I think sonically, like I fuck with both of them in like the 7 to 8 range.
Yeah,
my
for
initial
sure.
thoughts, like
Rating
fuck with
wise,
it.
yeah.
I don't think that that's a crazy take to have. To say that Clipse is a 10 and Jackboys is a 2 is just ridiculous. And I feel like it's one of those things where it's. Now y'all are starting this war, both even, because I even seen Travis responded on his album to some of the shit that Pusha was saying about him by saying like, oh, these old niggas like killed me, which I mean is funny as well. You also are a weird nigga at times. Like I remember there is a legitimate thing to be said about the fact that this nigga like be knowing when these like disses are about to drop. And remember when he knew about like that, and he had them like previewed and played on stage, cut it off before Kendrick's thing, even though he knew that shit was coming.
Wait, Travis?
Travis. Y'all did not remember that?
I didn't know that.
He was on stage at what was it? I forgot. It was
I forgot what
it was
festival
something, but it was
yeah.
right before Like That and everything dropped. He was telling Future, and he was like, "Yeah, play that dun 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 dun." Yeah, and he knew about all that.
I just didn't know that was like that until just now.
And
Yeah.
the reason why Pusha T has issues with Travis is because I guess Pusha T and a couple other people were in Paris, and I guess Travis, he came through and played what was it? I think it was Meltdown.
It was Meltdown.
Yeah, where he talked shit about Pharrell.
He
and
played Meltdown,
that
but the Drake verse wasn't on there. He didn't play the Drake verse.
He knew about it.
So they were like, okay, yeah, this shit fire.
Oh,
Nigga
and
went
then
back, dropped the song with the
album and it had the Drake
Yeah.
verse.
So
So
that
now,
was
because of our inability to sit down and analyze like both the projects and like coexist because of like whatever shit that both people are saying about each other, now we are having this conversation about old versus new, and that when realistically Travis has done some bullshit. I'm not gonna be completely on your side because you a young nigga, and I'm not fully from the era of Pusha T, so I'm not gonna be fully on your side because I'm not an old nigga, even though like you could have issue. That's why you need to have room at the table for both of these people, because at the end of the day, I don't think either of them have done anything egregious enough to be like, I'm not gonna listen to neither of these
I
albums.
just don't. That's
So
what
don't
I'm just,
disrespect.
especially the way we grew up. I just think, bro, the type of person I am, and call it what you want. I guess two-face. I guess fucking pick a side, whatever. Nigga, I'm going to listen to the music. I like, like I've always been that type of person. Now,
I feel like I have a limiter.
Now I was gonna say, now granted, there are limiters, right? There are limiters that like certain shit obviously no.
Yeah.
And you always gotta understand that moral line. My moral line is definitely prevalent, right? So if it's some nut shit, exactly. I'm not going to, you feel me? But when it comes down to something, sometimes it be seeming
Shit
so,
like this, I don't think
it be
this
seeming
shit-
so small to
You know what it is? Old
to be
heads.
like to generalize an entire group of music or a group of old heads, young niggas, you know what I mean? To do that entire thing over like a verse where a nigga didn't like what a nigga said.
Yeah, no,
that
I
ain't got
was-
shit to do with me, my nigga. You feel
I'ma
me?
still listen to that
Yeah,
shit.
like
I was gonna say I do think that like it's kind of short-sighted in a way to I don't think that either of them have crossed a barrier for me where I'm like, all right, cool. This actually takes away my ability to sit down and analyze like both of these projects. I still fuck with both of the projects. Anyone saying that one is horrible and one is like the best thing, y'all are bullshitting. I think that's fueled by that, and I don't think that conflict is like strong enough to actually like, hold on, let's take a step back here. Yes, there are some dumbass niggas in Gen Z. There is a party that does need to die, like we see like Drake and them clicking up with like Aiden Ross and them. Like, okay, I understand that. I don't think Trav and them have reached like a level like that to the point where it's like, okay, we can't enjoy this entire genre of music anymore. And that's never what hip hop is anyway. Even when lyrical rap was in its bag and in its prime, there's always been people who've deviated from that, who've pushed the culture forward as well. It's not a mutually exclusive thing. And stop acting like it is.
Yeah, and being a young nigga and seeing all this shit happen, right? Like, I haven't listened to the Clipse album yet. I listened to Jackboys, and I love the album, but I still have my problems with it. I wasn't being biased. I think the problem came is with as being an old head, you can't yell at the new generation and being like, oh, y'all listen to this, and this ain't even coming close. This is the best. Like, you're going to get a response. You're going to get a reaction.
You living in this
and
style.
y'all
Therefore,
both need to
this
fix up.
conflict happens.
Yeah, and y'all both need to fix up because the issue is that like, if you do, like, I feel like the issue is that like, there's still shit that we'll call out from everybody. We were talking about it on Jackboys. It was kind of funny. I enjoyed the album a lot, but one of the things that I had to pause and think about was when we got to the end, we were talking about like, damn, everyone in Jackboys could have been utilized a lot more.
Much more. So it was on 2 songs. Travis had fucking 8.
On a 17-track album with the Jackboys. We got
Isla's on a song.
Yeah, it was really an album. To be honest with you, I think the thoughts about it was really an album. Jackboys was really just an album where Travis was kind of trying new things and wanted to try those new things kind of without those restrictions.
Yeah, and I enjoy that in the same sense that like Malice and Pusha T came back together after a long time, and they got really personal on the album. And that's some shit that like they get personal in their music, obviously. And there's the drug talk, obviously.
We were talking about, I was like, nigga, I've never heard niggas say certain things like
welcome to a Push album.
I was like, Jesus,
that nigga know. But like they utilize that to make good music, but also to like get to a deeper side that most people hadn't heard for like a long time. That's also a different like
some Freddie Gibbs shit.
Yeah, that should be like praised. I don't know why we're bullshitting.
Yeah.
When you're
Just projects
into
are good.
music and you just love music, you're not gonna pick a side. You're just gonna be on the
Just want
music
to enjoy
side.
the
You're gonna
music.
fuck with
Music
everything, bro.
Yeah.
And then like, bro, I heard the whole like, and I haven't listened to the album, but I've heard the whole thing of this is the greatest rollout this year.
Yeah.
What are we talking
Actually,
about?
Yeah,
I
I
genuinely
don't know, bro. It's like okay, this is what
Okay,
I
let's hear it.
I won't say that it's the greatest rollout, but I'll say as far as effort in a rollout, this has been one of the best because it's like niggas nowadays they kind of just drop and disappear, which it does work because obviously niggas dropping and then disappearing, it's getting like 300K sales and shit.
I was
But
gonna
it's
say,
like,
bro, I think times have changed.
Yeah.
So I think it was a really good album rollout because of like it depends on circumstance of what you like, right? For
Right.
that nostalgia, for that older crowd that is much more used to going on these DJs shows and going on podcasts and doing like full blown media tours. That's some shit I would want us to do because you know what I mean? I fuck with that. But I don't take away the fact that like aura in general
That
I
matters.
feel like niggas make it seem like aura in general only came with just mumble rappers that didn't go anywhere.
no.
Prince had aura,
Yeah.
nigga.
And then-
Michael had aura.
Yeah.
Nigga. These niggas wasn't on crazy ass
That's-
podcasts every week, nigga. No.
That's their image.
Yeah,
and
that's
at the
an
same
image.
breath,
Same
in the
shit.
sense of like, yeah, the greatest rollout. Kendrick dropped GNX at 6 a.m. in the morning. And I have not seen him in
Hey, that's real.
That
I have
didn't-
not seen
that's what
him.
I'm saying. That didn't disconnect anybody from the music.
No.
It just,
Yeah.
it's about the person itself. For Malice and Pusha, this worked. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But don't tell me a Tiny Desk is the best thing. Sabrina Carpenter was on a Tiny Desk 2 days ago.
And she
Are we
was on her knees
that's
on
what-
an album
that's what
cover.
Are we gonna say her shit was the crazy? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just I feel like
I think it did represent because it was reminiscent of the way that
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
the nostalgia of
and
it
it was still
was
and it
cool.
was still like it was still a good album rollout because there are a lot of niggas who nowadays you only see the upper echelon of artists nowadays even really attempt a rollout. We see how Tyler did Chromacopia.
Yeah.
We see like even the Weeknd how he did his
Weeknd
album.
did
You see
shit.
the upper
They got a
echelon, but there
fucking
are a
movie.
lot of people in there who don't do
Who don't
shit.
do shit. Yeah.
There's multiple
I don't know
ways
about
to do that shit.
I don't know about the greatest because I just wasn't as into it. It wasn't like super captivating for what I look at like for in an album rollout. But I'm also not. I'm completely understanding of people who like really fuck with it in the same way that
I
people really fuck with
I
it.
do fuck with it because I
you
feel
know
like
what it
you
was?
should want to put effort into your
That's
shit.
real.
You know what it was? It was a quote unquote breath of fresh air for people that aren't used to
For
the
people who have
rollouts.
kind of tuned out from like the newer way
Right.
things are done in the same way that we've kind of tuned out from the older way things are done. So it's just that generational
Yep.
divide. But
Yeah.
I do think that the art should be above all of it. One
about a
thing that
Talk
Talk
about
about a
the
divide.
fucking divide.
talk about a fucking divide. It's not even just that. I was gonna say for music, I'm fine with opinions shifting and being malleable. You don't gotta really die on any particular hill. It's just whatever you fuck with. There are some people who do need to die on the hill that they've spent decades building, and all of a sudden we've just forgotten and we're backtracking.
Yeah.
All of a sudden. Let's talk about the doom of the day. And how y'all are pussy. Like actually. Like I'm sorry.
What
Great
happened to
bitches.
all the smoke?
What happened?
What happened to
the-
greatest
big
president in the
pussy.
world? What happened to?
So let's begin.
I'ma throw up.
Let's begin with reality and what's happening on the ground. Right now, we're about to have on Maxwell Frost. And I want to talk to him about first what ICE has been doing, what's been happening, like stuff like Alligator Alcatraz.
Yeah.
And that will set up the context for what happens.
Especially considering a lot of people don't think this shit is real. It is like no,
It's
this
literally
is
right
real.
in your face.
Yeah,
It's
we-
right
so-
there.
Especially
Yeah,
the people we're talking about in the Doom. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's get right into it. Here's our conversation with Maxwell Frost. Ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between, please welcome to the show, known progressive organizer and fighter, as well as the youngest member and first Gen Z member of Congress, representing Florida's 10th district, Representative Maxwell Frost. Welcome to the Jam.
Welcome.
Welcome
sir.
to the jam.
Welcome.
Thank
It's
you.
good to be on. Appreciate you guys having me.
Of course, anytime. Thank you for joining in. So what I wanted to talk to you about today, we're going to be covering during the episode, and we already have covered a lot of the things surrounding deportations happening and the mass deportations. And we've seen cases like Mahmoud Khalil and Kilmar Garcia, people who've been snatched up despite not committing a crime and are being deported without due process. Many Americans, however, still assume that ICE is just doing their job and enforcing the law. So I want you to tell us a little bit about what you saw when you went to Alligator Alcatraz and how everything's been going down.
Yeah, well, The trip broke my heart. I mean, I gotta start off with the kind of human part of it. I mean, it was very difficult. I still think about it. The sights, the smells, what I like, everything, right? What I heard. But for people to know, this is in the middle of the Everglades. This is the swamp. All of Florida is a swamp. This is the swampiest part, right? And it is hot. It floods. We're in the middle of the hot Florida summer. We're in the middle of hurricane season. And they built a tent city, essentially, using the Florida Division of Emergency Management, which are the people that are supposed to help us survive hurricanes.
Wow.
And then using kind of their discretionary budget to build this thing too. They get $500 million before they have to go to the legislature and ask for more money. They're spending $450 million of that on an internment camp. The whole people, $450 million, and that's what they said. It's going to be a lot more.
Yeah.
So I walk into the facility. And let me tell you like the big things. So number one, they didn't let me into the tent where these cages are because yes, these people are in cages, but they let me stand at the doorway. And I saw about 6 cages in a big tent. It was very hot. It was about 85 degrees in it, which when you're with a bunch of men, right? In each cage, there's 32 people per cage. There's 3 toilets in each cage. And the way they get their drinking water is, you know, you've seen a jail cell where it's like the toilet and the water unit where you also get your water from. It's like one.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And
30
the issue here is for 30 people, right? And because a lot of people have been online, they're like, Max, that's what they do in jail. Well, number one, in jail, usually that is for a cell for 2 to 4 people.
Yeah.
This is 32 people, only 3 toilets, and you get your water if someone's taking a shit, right? Like it's like it doesn't work, especially in a tent where it's so hot. I looked up there and I saw people sweating, right? And I got to tell you guys, they started yelling at me. Like I heard from the background, someone yelled, "Tell my wife I'm okay." He started yelling a phone number for me to tell her that where he's at, that he's okay. I was trying to get down, I couldn't hear it. There was somebody else who said, "I'm an American citizen." I wrote that down. We're looking into that. They started chanting libertad, which is freedom, freedom. But right before I left, and for people asking like, why don't you walk in? They had like 6 souped up guys like right in front of me, right? And private security, which I'm gonna talk about that in a
I was about to
second.
say, because you're
has to
supposed
be.
to as a representative.
Exactly. Yeah, it's crazy. But I look to my right and I see a group of guys kind of yelling at me for help that look exactly like me. I mean, I saw myself in those cages. You know, I'm Afro-Cuban, like I'm black and I'm Cuban, and I like to be blunt about it. Like this isn't like even mass deportation. They are trying to change the makeup of this country, right?
They've talked about.
I didn't see any Europeans who overstayed their visas.
Exactly.
I saw all Latinos and Haitians in the cage.
Yeah.
So it just really hit me. But the conditions are horrible. And the fact that we're Cajun people like this, I mean, it just hurt my heart. And you know, it was young people. I saw like old people and they're like seniors, right? And so I don't know. I mean, it's just like it's horrible. It's inhumane. And I feel like no matter who you voted for last election, you can't be for this.
Yeah.
You know,
on the human side, I was gonna say violent criminals. We have elderly people, everyone in between there.
Violent criminals.
And we've talked about before how they've been talking about trying to change the makeup of this country, trying to like, especially racially, we see some of the things that Stephen Miller has talked about. And rightfully so, a lot of people are terrified right now. So I want to ask you, what do you think people should be doing or can be doing right now for like a better future to maintain hope? Because there are a lot of reasons to be terrified.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons to be terrified, but at the same time, I don't like to use the word silver lining in this situation, but I'll say the opportunity is in this moment where so much is being destroyed. There will be, and some people disagree with me, but I believe there will come a time where we have to build it back, right?
Yeah.
And the question is, are we trying to build back to the status quo, or are we trying to build something that's better for everybody?
Yeah.
Right? As he's destroying this healthcare program and taking 17 million people off of healthcare, the solution that we, talk about shouldn't be, we'll get it back to those 17 million.
Exactly.
It should be fundamentally change this healthcare program because it's broken, and we're going to make sure everybody has healthcare in this country, right? Big ideas that don't bring us back to where we were, because where we were got us Donald Trump.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Speak on it.
right? But like go far beyond that. And I think that's the like the top assignment for Democrats right now. And I think that's how we win. But I'll talk to people like at home. I can give you a list of like a bunch of different things you can do, right? Protesting is important, making calls is important, mutual aid is important in this moment. Making sure people know their rights, because you know they don't want you to know your rights, because if you don't know your rights, you don't know when they're being taken away. All this
That's a fact.
and here's the best advice I can give you though to everyone: find a local group that is doing the work on an issue and just go all in with that group. And these groups will tell you what you can do every day at home where you live. And if everyone did that, that's how we both reduce the harm of what's going on now. That's mutual aid, really important. How on the electoral side, we're still working at building political power to take back the levers of power. And then third, that we don't see ourselves as the minority, but the opposition in this moment, doing everything we can to fight back, to delay, to obstruct this agenda that the majority of this country is for. We do those three things. We are fighting back fascism, authoritarianism, but at the same time, it's not just about what we're against, but it's what we're for and what we're. And I think that's the opportunity in this moment. I hope people feel empowered by it. They want nothing more than for everyone to say it's all over.
That's
Sit
exactly
back.
what they want.
Can't sit back and do nothing.
That's what they want us to do. So we can't do that. And you know, and especially as Black people, we've been here before.
Right? We've been here all the time.
Been here before.
Been here many times. And so looking in the past, I see the path for the future. And that like empowers me as like a congressman, but also empowers me as a human in this, you know.
100% in agreement. We try to stress that all the time, that there are things that we need to be doing. The game has always been delay, distract, lie, obfuscate. So we have to come at it with a clear conscience. And I appreciate all the work that you're doing in that regard. Thank you so much for taking the time to be on the channel.
Thank you. We really appreciate
my God,
you.
man.
We appreciate that. We
Happy.
need that fight. We nationally, locally, everything. We need that fight. It's so important. So I'm glad that you understand that as somebody who is kind of representing the people. Thank you so much.
We hope to get you out here one day.
Yes, sir.
Next time I'm in Chicago, I'll come on. I'd love
let's
to.
do
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes, 100%.
We need
So
to-
fun.
You can get on
We
this
gonna get
couch
into
with
it.
me and Matt, right? It can be all of us.
Thank you so much, Congressman. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
a good day.
Yes, sir. You too.
So it's stuff like that, right? It's a completely different ball game when you hear the stories out loud.
Different world.
He was saying, bro, he said what? He had to, somebody in there was screaming out a number for him to
Writing it down. Someone saying I'm an American citizen, which is not surprising because we literally have the documented stories of U.S. citizens being swept up in this.
You can't like detain 3,000 people a day without discrimination. You have
Also,
like,
this is in Florida. This is not across the
Not in
Atlantic.
Minnesota.
This is not in some, we don't know what place
South Dakota.
this is. This is in Florida. This is where you
Hot as
probably
hell.
done retreated at some point.
This is where y'all been looking for GTA 6 to come out at.
Yeah.
A big thing he was saying, bro, that really like almost painted the picture was like it's 32 people in a cage.
in
with
one
cage with 3 bathrooms.
And that makes it just that much more crazy what these people have been saying in defense of ICE, in defense of their bullshit ass positions. They know that it's so jarring because a lot of them are starting to walk it back. They can't even stomach this shit.
They
Because
can't.
who could stomach what's going on right there? We know. Let's begin with clip one.
Let's see clip one.
I wish everyone just kind of stayed like this guy. So I'm waking up at like 3 in the morning. I was still up. I didn't go to sleep. And I see that this person on Fox News, I believe his name is like Greg Gutfeld or some bullshit.
Gutfeld.
He says this, and I'm like, oh, this sounds about right. Go ahead.
This is why the criticism doesn't matter to us when you call us Nazis. Nazi this, Nazi that. You know, I'm beginning to think they don't like us. You know what? I've said this before. We need to learn from the blacks. The way they were able to remove the power from the N-word by using it. So from now on, it's what up, my Nazi? Hey, what up, my Nazi? Hey, what's hanging, my Nazi?
Nazi, please.
Thank God you did a hard eye there.
Nick, what? You know what? Before we say anything, I'm glad that he's actually calling it how it is, because they are a bunch of Nazi ass. But at the same time, nigga, this is on national
We have to learn
television.
from the blacks.
We have to learn from the blacks.
Nazi, please.
Just say nigga.
I think I said a hard
you know
eye.
you
I was
want to
gonna
say
say,
it. You're
let's
charging up to
let's
say
start
it.
level 1 of being pussy. Say what you want to say, bitch. Say it.
You want to
it.
say the nigga.
Why you just
you
go
wanna
ahead.
say
You learn from the blacks.
he said
Learn from the blacks and say it. Go ahead, bro.
I don't know why.
Say it.
I will say it with you.
I don't, no, let's say it with it. Let's do it. We on a panel too. Let's do it, my nigga.
Hold on.
Let's do it, my nigga.
3.
1, 2, 3,
Nigga.
Join us, Greg.
Yeah.
bitch ass
Oh, but
boy.
niggas not gonna say that shit though.
So
Why are niggas gonna say that shit,
but
JJ?
he kept it way more P than a lot of you pussy ass niggas, because yes, we do call y'all Nazis because it just so happens that everything you say aligns with the Nazis. Also, your mans was in the administration like 1 week ago before y'all made us forget and kicked him out. Elon Musk was doing the Hitler.
And
Stop
yeah.
it.
Talking about reclaiming the word.
Yeah, Stephen Miller is the.
Reclaiming?
Alright.
What the
Let's
fuck
talk about
are we
reclaiming.
talking about?
Let's talk about reclaiming. That's funny as fuck.
Reclaiming the word.
What y'all need to do is reclaim them clan robes that y'all had. Because
Yeah.
No, let's do
That's
it.
what
Let's
it is.
reclaim
Let's
the
reclaim because we about it. So the issue being is that I wish that a lot of broadcasters would just say this. Just say it, because we know where y'all stand. I don't need y'all to be clicking up with niggas like this in the room and then trying to act like you're trying to make a reasonable point. Let me walk back. Let's talk about how this has been happening, right? So a lot of people can't all of a sudden defend the byproduct of what would happen from all this advocacy work. All this trying to get these niggas elected, trying to get these Republicans elected, trying to get Trump elected.
This what happens when you're on the wrong fucking side.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
niggas are
Yeah.
finding out now.
You can't stomach it,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
fucking you up.
Yeah.
And now you're trying to like save your career. Let's not mistake this for being something fucking earnest. These niggas should not be allowed to backtrack
Fuck
like
no.
this.
Nope.
Let's start with Tucker Carlson, bitch ass nigga. Number 1. The other day he
Nah,
was
that's bitch
remember
nigga number 2.
Yeah, number
Yeah,
2.
we lost number
Remember the other day where he was pressing Ted Cruz about
Yeah.
like Iran?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like,
How
How many people living around?
Yeah.
How many people?
caring about the humanity of these brown people and everything,
And
right?
niggas start switching.
You don't even know.
Damn, Tucker Carlson just.
He went to Turning Point USA, which is owned by Charlie Kirk, who comes up next. And let's see what he had to say about amnesty for migrants who are farm workers.
What do I think about amnesty for farm workers? I think it's the most grotesque thing I've ever heard.
Oh.
Are you joking? Amnesty for farm workers? We have like 60 million illegal aliens in the country. The country bears no resemblance to the country I grew up in, and it's not better, it's worse. So I'm not going to sit for another lecture from anybody telling me we need to import more people to write code or pick grapes or any other task. Period. It hasn't worked. The country hasn't gotten richer. It hasn't become more unified. Those words should burn on the tongue of anyone who utters them. How dare you talk like that? Amnesty. How about deportation?
These niggas need to be stoned.
The Migration Policy Institute estimated the population of undocumented immigrants at 13.7 million in 2023. The Center for Migration Studies estimated the population at 11.7 million in 2023. Pew Research Center estimated at 11 million in 2022.
Isn't the total of like Hispanic, the
total population is like
The total Hispanic population is the
65
60
or
million,
something.
and he said we have 60
60
million
million.
undocumented people. No source.
What
you're
was
gonna
that? What was
find-
that lady that said there's like 65 million?
Oh,
Like,
Laura Loomer, which is the alligator
we're-
shit.
Yeah.
65 million.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
we're talking about
talking
all. No. We're talking about all the immigrants. No source has put the population of undocumented people in this country above 14 million. We're talking about 60. So we're
million.
off by like triple almost. That's the first thing. Secondly, we haven't gotten richer.
America hasn't gotten
hasn't
richer
gotten
since
richer?
Tucker Carlson was a fucking child. Stop it.
And a
Stop
2022 estimate.
I know somebody who has gotten richer.
This is from the Economic Policy Institute. 2022 estimate for the Center for Migration Policies data showed that on the unauthorized, undocumented immigrant population, 74.1% of them are employed in 2022, with 3.1% unemployment. And the fiscal impact of migrants here, he said, as a detailed 2017 National Academies of Sciences report and related research study finds, the net positive effect over the lifetime of immigrants, their children and grandchildren, because they are not eligible for things like SNAP and Social Security and shit, but they still have to pay taxes. So they're here and they're paying money into the system that they can't use. Mathematically, we have made more money via their presence being here, if you even give a fuck about that. We're just wrong.
Last week, Tucker Carlson was. So you don't care about children?
So you don't care about children? We're invading this country. We don't even have a reason to. The humanity of. You're saying to be.
Thought he switched. Like, what are we talking about?
What you want. You want
placated,
a
bro.
nigga.
You want a check. Fuck a headline.
You always wanted to check. This bitch ass nigga was much more liberal 15 years ago when he was on Crossfire on CNN trying to act like, I'm the Democrat in the room. And then when the money was, he became a Nazi. And now when the people are like, oh, this is crazy. Now you're trying to sound reasonable while still being that's what you are.
Charlie Kirk told this nigga, yo, I got 100 bands for you. And this dumbass nigga bent over like a good bitch. That's what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
You
Charlie
bent over,
Kirk,
and I
sprayed your ass cheek like
Charlie
a good
Kirk,
bitch, my nigga.
another nigga. Why are we not standing on it? All you white men.
Yeah.
We forget now to stand on shit. Charlie Kirk the other day is Charlie Kirk the other day. First of all, let's go to the Kirk tweet post before we play this clip. Charlie Kirk, Mr. Anti-Government. Charlie Kirk, Mr. I'm not going to force nobody to pay more taxes. He was asked by Kyle Kalinske, a YouTuber that I watch, on a debate stage. He was like, Jeff Bezos has $100 billion. If you could take 1% of his wealth to end homelessness, like in this country, would you do it? And he's like, no, I'm not going to force him. I would hope he gives it voluntarily. I don't think the government force. Vote for Trump to release the list. The government doing some bullshit. Then he got a call from Donald Trump. Then he zipped up the nigga Donald Trump's pants after sucking. And then he said this on his show live. Can we go back to the clip?
Like, slurping this shit.
I gotta see
Get the nah, never mind. I ain't gonna say that.
get the bull.
Replay it.
I'm done talking about Epstein for the time being. I'm going to trust my friends in the administration. I'm going to trust my friends in the government to do what needs to be done, solve it, balls in their hands. I've said plenty this last weekend. So if you guys want to see my commentary on it,
that's all I heard.
Yeah.
Balls in his hand. I know someone's balls is in your hand.
I wonder what balls in your hand and in your mouth.
They got that nigga Charlie Kirk balls in his hand.
Balls. That nigga got the phone call of doom. We got to get all these PDF files out the government. The government, I don't trust the government. I trust my friends in the government to do what has been done.
I'm not gonna talk about this no
for
more.
Not trusting the government, and you just sat
They
there.
do
I
not
thought
have
that was literally
the whole point.
2 years ago. That was like a massive conservative point.
Yep.
Was not trusting the government with certain
Joe
things.
Biden was in there.
Yeah.
Literally.
I'm not gonna get this vaccine because I don't trust the government. Despite all the signs.
Now all of a sudden,
I'm gonna trust my friends in the government.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah. Come on. We understand what it is. Let's talk again. Andrew Schultz, fam. This nigga been in the news constantly because every time I'm hearing him say some shit, it's either like about black women or some shit that has been woefully misunderstood.
Unfunny ass joke or something.
And one of the issues that I see is that he also was one of these people in the social media, in the personality, in the podcasting world who was heavy Trump, had him on there, unquestioning. He's now trying to make this pivot. He's had Bernie on recently, and it like sounds like he making sense. He's starting to agree.
Pete Buttigieg.
The problem is the shit is kind of indefensible when you realize how we got to this point in the first place.
Yeah.
This
You
is
can't
what
just help to put the nigga in the office and then
cry about the
This
consequence.
is what
You can't
Andrew
do
Schultz
that.
said on his podcast the other day when it came to like voting for Trump. Something that he advocated for.
They'll DM me and be like, you see what your boy
Yes,
doing?
you
You
did.
voted for this. I'm like, I voted for none of this. He's doing the exact opposite of everything I voted for.
Yeah.
I want him to stop the wars. He's funding them. I want him to shrink
We told you he
spending,
was gonna do
reduce
that.
the budget.
Increasing
He's increasing it. It's like everything that he said he's going to do, except sending immigrants back.
Despite the fact that
But
they
here's
commit
the
less
thing.
crime.
What I have
Here's
about
the thing.
Bennett-
He's like, I voted for him to do this and he didn't do it. Everything that he said he was going to
on
vote,
paper.
it was on paper.
A 900 page document.
And if it was things that he was like, oh yeah, we're gonna cut this and cut that and we're gonna increase this. I'm like, bro, we've told y'all the exact opposite is going to happen
Fuck
as well.
the paper. You voted for the biggest liar in American political history.
You want to know why?
Hey, bro,
that
he
nigga
is
doesn't
not-
know that. The reason why, and this is the problem I have with these celebrities like Pussyfooting now, is because y'all was listening to y'all rich friends telling them to vote for them.
Okay,
and y'all knew nothing about it.
No. Say what you just said again, because you're about to get to it.
One thing. You did vote for the anti-DEI shit, though, right?
Yeah.
You did vote for all the shit that was
on a
written.
podcast with people of color.
You did vote for that, though, right? You didn't vote for, but you did vote for that shit because he told you he was gonna do that shit. What else did he tell you? Was he?
He told you he was gonna put niggas in cages.
He told you he was gonna put
the biggest mass deportation of American history.
You didn't think
he
past level 1 on how that would work. You were like, yeah, you did vote for that. So that's still an indictment on you, even if I did give you the slide. Second of all, you, like I said, you voted for the biggest liar in political history. Yeah, the Democrats and the Republicans both lie. And then this nigga lied about people eating cats and dogs. Still not
You voted for the liar. Then he lied to you. And now you're saying you shouldn't be held accountable for voting for him because he lied to you.
When we told you he was lying to you. You want to know how we knew he was lying to you? Was he anti-war the first time? No, he struck more than Barack Obama. He
spent $1 trillion plus on our defense.
He increased the defense budget last time. He drone struck Qasem Soleimani, who was like a head general in Iran, illegally with no approval from Congress. He was saying Little Rocket Man, trying to start up shit with North Korea. When has he ever been anti-war?
Fuck what he's saying now. What has he been, my nigga?
How old was Andrew Schultz in 2016, in 2020? You should know this more than I know this. That's why I don't have sympathy. I can Google this shit and realize.
The nigga told we're gonna save so much money with energy. And
he said energy costs are gonna go down by 50 and put tariffs on energy.
This nigga said, we're gonna save so much with energy, right? You got niggas like me, Josh, you coming out like, yo, we've read his plan. He's gonna increase everything, the budget, whatever the fuck is gonna happen. The spending is gonna go crazy. We're gonna be
Economists said that. Economists chose Kamala's plan over Trump's.
And you said,
y'all niggas was saying Kamala.
Let me vote for him and complain later.
Fuck all of that. guys, fuck all of that. You know why it's fuck all of that? Because fuck energy, because fuck immigration, because fuck wars, because you know what? You voted for a nigga that said he would fuck his daughter. What in the fuck are we talking about?
A nigga that hangs around D.
My nigga, no. It's the mindset, my nigga. It's the cognitive fucking dissonance it takes to sit there and be like, I didn't vote for this.
And we're equal
opportunity.
Yes,
nigga
you
said
did.
he
Vote
would
for
fuck
that.
his daughter.
We're equal opportunity with our accountability. Let's talk about Candace. I'm not letting you get this shit off.
No.
Candace gonna flip this shit into a conspiracy battle.
I go on to her page as well, and I'm seeing her talk about this administration and how this
I just can't stand for you guys.
how this administration's taking a dark turn.
This is
Let's watch it. Let's watch it.
Oh my God.
David Friedman, who was Trump's former U.S. ambassador in the first term, former U.S. ambassador to Israel, essentially is praising this current administration for jailing and deporting critics of Israel, and was specifically asked about me and Tucker Carlson, and he's calling for more deportation, jail, and the cutting of funding to anti-Semites, people that are openly discussing. This is going to be like Dave Smith in the future. Pay attention to this. Where are all of those free speech people who grifted off of free speech and who won't say anything? And recognizing that this administration, this current administration, is taking a turn that is quite dark. Okay, it is not what we signed up for. We are supposed to be the people who defend speech.
No. We have to get through it. We have to get through it. So I'm about to blam on your dumb ass.
Let's get to it.
Go ahead.
One, God. You voted for the most anti-free speech candidate of all time. This nigga was talking about removing certificates from CNN, from MSNBC, from all types of platforms that criticize the nigga. You're surprised that they're suppressing your criticism of the administration. Secondly, Trump also said, I'm supposed to believe that Candace made this big turn heel about Palestinian rights. Trump said finish the job on the debate stage next to Joe Biden when we still had a chance to vote for this shit. You voted for the nigga. Not only did you vote for the nigga, you emphatically supported the nigga. We're going to get to that video clip because that happened on election night.
Are we forgetting that these niggas was making full-blown
Second of all,
episodes of sucking niggas' dick?
Third of all, Project Esther. Y'all don't know what Project Esther is. Project Esther is something that was developed by the Heritage Foundation, the same people that wrote Project 2025. They dropped it on October 7th. right after the Hamas attack happened in Israel. And they are laying out this platform. The person she mentions about targeting the Palestinian rights movement in the United States, using all their support to like undercut these people who are supporting Hamas. Categorizing any criticism of Israel as pro-Hamas, as XYZ, da-da-da.
The dumbass
knew about it.
She knew about it.
You voted. No, you should have known about it. You're Candace Owens. You're a media personality.
No, she knew about
dropped
it.
October 7th, 2024.
You knew
and
about
then
it.
you voted for the nigga.
Okay, wait, JJ, AB, Allen. Why is this happening? Because guess what? These niggas, all of these niggas got a call.
Yeah.
They got a call from their daddy.
No.
And their daddy in the administration told you niggas they don't need you no more to be sucking them. Why? They're already there.
No.
Yep.
They're in the office. They don't need Candace Owens to bring in all of these dumbass voters who aren't going to look. They don't need Tucker Carlson to bring in all these people. They did it already.
They did it.
And now you're seeing them backtrack. Oh, this is a bad
They said-
thing.
Because
they're
now
not
they're
getting
seeing-
this no more.
I'm finna say they not.
They're not getting
Now
this
they
no
want
more.
to reposition when they see that this big ass backlash is about to come to the thing that they ushered in. Now they want to. I'm reasonable. I wasn't for that. I
They
never
said-
supported it. No one ever supported the Nazis.
How do these places make money, guys?
They said,
off of people like
they
us?
said, thank you for your patronage, nigga.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
How do people
I don't
make
need
money?
you
A
anymore.
nigga like Andrew Schultz would piss me off even more because it's different from a rich nigga to the common nigga to honestly understand everything that's happening. You have all the resources and people around you to really be educated. Don't pussyfoot it, bro.
And the thing is, and it's so funny because I'm like, now we have to be concerned about this.
Yeah.
The stuff that you had the responsibility
Now we
to
gotta fight
educate.
both.
You had the responsibility to educate your audience about this shit, and now we're supposed to be shocked about this. What did Candace say on election night? On the PBD podcast. Peter Bet David. Patrick Bet David.
4 years ago, in 2020, I had no kids. It's an
She's
incredible thing to
children?
think about. I had 0 children, and now I have 3 children. And I'm so serious when I say that I was so concerned about Kamala winning that my husband and I were having serious discussions about what will happen, what can we do, what is our option. And I know that we're not the only family that truly thought about where will we go if America turns into a communist country. That's a very scary realization that we got this close, that would even be a concern and a conversation, that you're looking at a map of the world and thinking like, are we going to be one of the ones that can get out? It's very scary, you know, and that's where we were at. And for the first time, that feels like in a long time, so many families across America are going to be able to sleep soundly tonight, knowing that they don't have to have that fear for the next 4 years. It's incredible. It really is an incredible evening.
Pay attention. This administration's taking a dark turn.
You see the bottom right of that video? It said 209,000.
What I was
bro.
just saying is this. Candace, the reason why I hate people like Candace even more, my nigga, is because now we're fighting 2 different battles.
Yeah.
We're fighting the battle of the people that are already MAGA, that are already on that side, that are already misinformed. And we're having to fight the people that want to give, that don't know that video clip exists, and that are like, well, Candace has changed. No. Now we got to fight both of these misinformation.
The key thing here, the key thing here is that all these people knew because we knew, because they wrote it out in Project 2025 and they screamed about it from the mountaintop. They were okay with it. They let it happen. They advocated for it to happen. And now all of a sudden the administration's making a dark turn to the place that they told you they were going to go anyway.
Only thing
How am I supposed to believe that you're genuine in this opposition you're raising? I'm supposed to lend you credence. I'm supposed to be like, they're coming back when you knew about this and you allowed it to happen.
And
shut the fuck up and stay over there.
Yeah. And they still only talk about the things they want to talk about. They talk about the motherfucking Palestinians. They talk about that side of it. But they're not talking about the big, beautiful bill. Why? Because all of these people are in higher tax brackets.
They
you
see
think
that
they give a fuck about that shit?
These are the same people who were spreading white nationalism the other day. They see that the tide is changing against Israel, and they're trying to get on that side.
Yes.
Like the reason why y'all are anti-Israel and y'all have been is because y'all are low-key anti-Semitic under everything. Y'all have been with the Nazis. Y'all have allowed the white supremacists. Y'all were defending at Charlottesville. Y'all did not give a fuck about this issue.
There was
Now
good people on both sides. There was good people on both sides.
Stop.
Yep.
You was cooped
Nah,
up
nah,
with
nah. We're
gay.
supposed to. Now we're supposed to like.
You were cooped up with
Flicked up with gay.
So let's
White
end,
Lives Matter shirt.
Let's end on this final note of niggas who need to stay over there. Our last and final guest.
Oh, God. Love this man. Bitch ass.
Failed athlete.
Failed athlete.
It's pathetic. These people are removing people from our country who are not in the country legally. Democrats are trying to shame ICE officials and obstruct ICE officials from doing their job because they want people here illegally, I guess. But still, what I find funny is they're gonna act tough until the government decides to do something about it, and then they're gonna whine like they're the victim. It's pathetic. So just remember, when the authorities give you what you deserve, you could have chose to stay at home and mind your business. You could have chose to go be a productive human. But instead, you wanted to play stupid.
Hey, so when the government shoots you because you didn't allow them to violate your constitutional rights, it's actually yours.
Hey guys, you remember like 2 months ago when the girl, I forgot her name, but that one black girl in the streets of Harlem got punched in her fucking mouth, and everybody was basically saying you play Jeff, dumb games, win stupid prizes, and then Jeff and them came out and was like, this violence, this y'all are gonna be, wow,
yes. So they're going after Haitians now. So when they play stupid games with you, I hope you get exactly what the fuck.
I hope you get
shut
exactly
the fuck up
you deserve.
and stay over there.
Mind you, he said
we know.
Said stay in your house. Yeah, we know, Jeff. We know you're staying in your house, making videos, Jeff.
Yeah.
Because you can't come outside into the real world and actually see the shit and the damage that you're doing.
So what's that person?
You're a coward, my nigga. You're a pussy, my nigga.
Yeah, dumbass.
It's like, bro.
So, we really got to investigate the terrible content to right wing.
We are not letting you bullshit ass niggas get any moment in this sunshine.
Fuck out of here.
The real is here. The real has been over here, and you niggas have been lying and doing whatever gets you bread this entire time. Stay your bitch ass over there. When these shit get even more and more wicked, stay your bitch ass over there. At least Jeff playing his feet in the ground and was like, "There's no genocide happening in Gaza." Stay your bitch ass over there.
Same thing he's saying.
Stay
Y'all winning them stupid prizes because y'all voted for that.
They see the times are changing. They see where people are going. They understand. They want to try to secure that bag.
Zorn got 3 million followers. Yeah, y'all.
Now y'all sounding like liberals.
Y'all see what the fuck happening? Yeah.
Fuck up. Yeah.
As written.
Don't please beware of the double
trust
agent.
these niggas.
Please beware of the double.
And if your mama show you a Candace video and say I love this lady, take her phone and throw it. Don't trust
she don't
these
need
niggas.
All right. It's been a long episode. Let's get into this final 10. Sad to see it come to a close.
Oh, God.
Let's get to some of y'all comments. Y'all need to leave more Jaam Talks comments. We keep telling you now.
If you want
y'all don't want to know nothing,
question, if you want us to answer something that you got on your mind, put hashtag Jaam Talks after your comment.
We will read every comment, basically, but you're not going to get in the episode unless you lead that hashtag.
Who doesn't want free validation? Especially from the Jaam.
Damn, Jesus.
Free validation. Flower Blossom 2974. Hashtag Jaam Talks. Hey y'all, hope y'all well. Great episode, and it's good to see Alan back and in better health.
Then he says that.
Then I say that. Kick me off this shit.
Hearing y'all talk about Texas was so validating. Oh, funny.
Kick me off.
As a Texan, seeing this shit in real time and hearing the people in charge spew bullshit is nutty. It feels good to know I'm not going insane for real. Keep doing what you're doing. Hope y'all's mentals are in a good space. Thank you.
Thank you
really
so much,
you, man.
I really pray for all of y'all in them like super red states. Like I pray for y'all real
with
life.
that Supreme Court order they handed down too, like a lot of shit, like if they rule some shit unconstitutional, if your state is not suing on your behalf, you could be really fucked. It could get really scary out here. So really, I
stay
hope
safe,
stay
please.
safe in Texas, man. Appreciate the love.
All that. Appreciate the love. Thank you so much.
But yeah, no, it's got to be people. A lot of people feel like they're going insane right now. So it's completely understandable.
Oh God,
when y'all going to this next one?
Jada Cooley 6722.
This is not hashtag Jaam Talk. It's the one and only time we ever gonna let this fly.
This is the last time. I know this not gonna make sense, but y'all are literally my podcast version of a boy band that don't make music. That's funny as hell. LOL, because I don't be missing drops and I do have a favorite.
Who's the favorite?
Who the favorite? You gotta know who the favorite.
Who's your favorite at home? Don't answer that question. Y'all gonna cause internal division.
I know y'all gonna cause division.
Y'all gonna make me sick.
Say the favorite is the Jaam or the dog. The dog.
Ace
is the favorite. Ace my favorite. The Jaam.
Damn.
When are we gonna have Ace in here?
I feel like we got like a rapper band.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like with the fits, with the
fit.
if we had a rapper, if we had a boy band, what would our boy band name be?
Boy band?
Yeah.
It has to be the Maj.
The Maj? The Maj. The Maj. What would you play?
Fucking, I don't know. We gotta play.
I'm playing the drum. I used to play the drums though.
Nigga, give me that guitar.
I'm not doing that, nigga. I'm the rapper, and I'll have one bass in
Yeah,
my
you
song.
be the vocalist or something.
I just rap and have
I
one
feel
bass.
like I'll
line.
be
Sure, I
like
gotta be the vocalist or the drums. Either one.
AB is like an engineer too.
Yeah, I'll be on the engineering side.
So
Push
I'm
it
saying
together.
electric keyboard.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Bro, give me the guitar.
The guitar,
The
nigga.
guitar.
Rockstar, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start banging
Maybe
that
we
shit on the
started
ground.
jam. Maybe we
Start a jam.
Man, it has to be the jam. It can't be-
Spotify.
We gonna
Spotify, give us that deal. We will be in that studio tomorrow.
maybe we do
360
start a
of hell.
band. I don't know. We got a lot of years in this shit. We gonna be washed up and shit.
So like,
Have to
fuck,
claim our
Have
glory.
fucking
Fry
walkers and
age of
shit.
23.
Washed up. Don't do nothing else by 25. Done for.
Done for.
But thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of The Jam. We hope y'all enjoyed it. You know, y'all been rocking with us. If you
sir.
did, and you did not click like or leave a comment or subscribe,
Or hit
I
the bell.
personally have a vendetta against
Like,
you.
what are we doing?
what are we doing?
We just watched Maxwell Frost on the
Come on,
podcast.
gang.
What more do you want?
What do you want from me?
Bang.
Fuck. Like, you know what I mean?
Please like, follow on all the platforms, on all our socials as well, private stuff. We will be gone next week, so
We will.
Yeah.
We'll miss you guys
Yeah.
very
miss
much.
y'all.
Y'all, man.
We will still be active though.
Very active.
Yes, sir.
Once
Where can
y'all
they
see the
find?
surprise.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna
Yeah. Where can they find everybody at personal?
True. Personal.
J William J or J William J8.
AB the artist. Yes, sir.
SohoStudios.com.
You know, which one, man? You know.
Indeed. And please, I hope each and every one of you have an awesome day or night, wherever you may be. Thank you guys for watching again. And see you.
As
Peace out,
written.
y'all.
Peace.
As written.
Thank you for watching this long. If you haven't already, subscribe. What is you doing?
What is you doing?
What are you doing? You think we just sitting here doing it for nothing?
You think you finna sit here and not
Need
shit?
to
Like,
eat.
hear this shit.
Click that I know you're not subscribed. Click it.
Cool.